Was popping, was popping, was popping. Y'all know if we do something on a Wednesday, it has got to be something special. So we are back with Queens of the Mecca. Y'all know what this is. The ladies, man, the ladies that are part of the band. Wednesdays are for dance, and I'm really excited about today's show. And I do want to give all the love in the world to all these auxiliary units. Today we are going to be talking about dance, and I do hope we could get some flag coaches one show, some pep squad coaches, and maybe we could do another major rest show. Who knows? But without further ado, man, I just want to get right into it. I'm getting ready to bring up some ladies who are very near and dear to this culture and holding it down. These women work just as hard as these bands do. So let's not get nothing misconstrued. These are the queens of the Mecca. The name of this show was for a reason. So without further ado, let's bring on some of the coaches of the Queen of the Mecca. Let's get them in here. What's going on, ladies? How y'all doing?
I'm
Hi.
doing.
So listen, ladies, the way we do it over here at Crucial Conflict, y'all know this. You got to give your band facts. For the people that don't know you, I need y'all to go ahead and drop them band facts to these people. We're going to start with you, Coach Tootie.
All right. Hey, y'all. So I'm known as Coach Tootie. My real name is Avian Butts. I recently got married. So I'm a graduate of McMain High School, class of 2011, and I danced there. I went to Xavier University of Louisiana, where I danced there. Graduated in 2015. After that, I began my coaching journey at McMain. Then I moved on to CPAA, and now I am the head coach for Frederick Douglass of Electric Blues, and I'm also the head coach for the past, about to be 9 years now, of the New Orleans All Star Band Dancing Fleur de Lis.
Yes, ma'am. On you, Michelle. You go ahead.
Okay, so hi, I am Michelle, known as Coach Shell or Coach Michelle. I graduated from Easton in 2012. I was part of the Elegant Eaglets dance team. I received my training from the best dance coach ever, Miss Jumani, which is over the Carver dance team. Um, I graduated from Xavier in 18. I did not dance in college, but outside of that, I coached a host of majorette teams, and I've danced professionally for years.
Yes, ma'am. And last but not least,
Hi, I'm Coach T. I am a graduate of Southern University. I was a dancing doll at Southern. I'm also coach of Blue Heat dance team. I'm also the coach of Southern University of New Orleans dance team. I'm also assistant coach of the Florida Leads with Tootie. Woo-hoo. And, and also I am I'm a founder and creative director of Inkirukai Drum and Dance Ensemble. And that's it.
all right, ladies, I hear y'all hitting them with the bad facts. Put some respect on their name. So, ladies, look, I've been wanting to do this show for a while because you know we always give the bands and the drummers they love. And the ladies really, you know, y'all don't really get the flowers like y'all deserve. So I felt like this was a nice thing to do to give y'all some love and really show love to these young ladies who've been working hard since the summertime. Because it started in the summer to put out what y'all put out this year. It's like this don't happen overnight. So I'm excited to have y'all, and I hope everybody that's watching and everybody that's a part of the panel, because we got some more people that's joining. I hope that everybody walk away with just an overall experience that they really enjoyed themselves and they learned something being here. I know Crucial Conflict don't have the best reputation, but I really wanted this show to be about love. The competition is always there. We the Mecca. We competitive with each other, but I also wanted to just show y'all some love and let y'all spread y'all wings because this y'all show. I'm just here, kind of like mediating. That's all I'm really here for. I really wanted y'all to feel like this was y'all night for y'all to do y'all tonight. I'm y'all gonna really ignore me. I'm just here for y'all. This y'all.
Okay. Well, I know I put on my Instagram what makes the best dance team, and I asked several people. So I'm just gonna pose to my fellow coaches what y'all think makes the best dance team.
I
One
guess
help.
I did see a lot of your responses.
Mhm.
And for me, I think it's a little bit of everything for me. And I think it's what the individual person prioritizes. So in my eyes, for me, that would be originality. To a certain extent, because I know, and it's at the high school level, because I know we hold collegiates at one level and high schoolers at another level. So, originality to a certain extent, because I know that a lot of girls get inspired by collegiate teams and want to throw stuff here and there, but that only can go so far at the high school level. Having high energy and being very entertaining, because you can be super clean or have all this nice material, but if it's boring, it's not really capturing me. Um, having let's see, so I gotta think high school. Having I guess a beginner slash intermediate level of technique, because I get the day and age we're in now versus when we were coming up is completely different. Um, so having that baseline standard of just the regular jazz technique to me is fundamental. And what else? What I say? Energy and being super clean. Because if you aren't clean, then you can't really see what the team is doing. I'm probably missing some things, but those are like my top four things I'm looking at first glance before getting into like outfits and stuff like that. Because of course the appearance is important, but if everybody is, I guess, well put together, that kind of can come. That kind of comes later for most teams, honestly. So I don't really harp on who has the top tier, the best, the stuff, all of that. As long as everybody look clean, they look together, everyone's, hair and makeup is decent and well put together. That's a part of it, but I wouldn't rank that as saying who's the best, because it's really about the dancing in my eyes.
Mhm.
For me, this is a question that I have been like really wanting to ask. I just never said nothing about it. To me, I think a lot of New Orleans teams in general, appearance wise, is excellent. So I wouldn't even consider that as um a thing of which make the dance team the best team, because all of us are well groomed. I would say originality and creativity, because that part for me, creativity is like what is keeping your audience entertained. I would say technique too as well. The same thing you say, like intermediate, beginner, and then I think a lot of teams are starting to gear back towards technique, because we got away from the technical standpoint. We were so invested on what Coach D brought to the table, so that everybody started mimicking what Coach D was doing versus what we're used to doing. I will also say originality too, because a lot of people, it's okay to have, like, let's say 2 or 3 counts that's not yours, but when your whole catalog is somebody else's catalog or a combination of multiple people's catalog, then how are you considered the best? Um, yeah, from my opinion.
Yeah, y'all pretty much tapped into everything that I would say. I know that a lot of people always add the battle aspect of it, and for me, that's not even included. But originality, creativity, cleanliness. Hey, Manny.
Hey, hey.
All those things matter. And for me, it's the whole team. Sometimes we hide things and hide people. We all do it at some point. But it's about the whole team getting into what you're doing and not just half the team. Because sometimes we only focus on the people, our main hitters and our people in the front, and forget about the people in the back. So for me, the best dance team is if it's going all through the team, the creativity and all the energy and everything you need, and we're not actually hiding a lot of folks. Yeah, Jamani, we're talking about the best dance team.
So before she get into that, Coach, we over here at Crucial Conflict, we do, for the people that don't know you and your background, I just want you to just give a brief background on who you are, your dance facts, because we say band facts in the band. So we want your dance facts for the people that don't know you out there. I think you're muted, Mama. Unmute yourself. I
It's
can't
at the
hear.
bottom.
No, you still muted.
It should be a button. No, Robin, bring her off and bring her back. I don't know what's going on with the audio. But when we having some technical difficulties, we're gonna work through it. But I do have like I'm really like I don't have that many questions because like look, y'all the professionals with this. I kind of just wanted to give y'all that, let y'all do y'all thing. But I do like to ask like what are some of the difficulties of being a dance coach? And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure the fact that when these girls come out, you don't know that y'all dealing with a lot of drama. So what is some of the difficulties of being a dance coach?
What y'all want me to start? All right. For me, I would think, because I've been in two different schools, man, administration. If you don't have the right administration behind you, then you cannot be successful. Administration is number one. If the school have faith in you, then you can kind of flourish a little bit. You have the freedom to move like you want to move. The next thing for me, parents. If the parents don't believe you, and they're gonna throw all kind of obstacles as far as money, as far as not motivating the child, that's a big thing. And then our band directors, I was able to have three good band directors that actually let me do my thing. They didn't insert themselves too much, and they like let me do my own thing. But if I needed something, they were able to be available, like with my music, or if I needed practice time with the band or something like that, they were available to me. So I think all those things: administration, parents, and band director. That's for me.
Yes, those three things definitely can hinder your success as a coach. And I made it my point when I got to Douglas, before even accepting or doing anything, to talk to the principal, talk to the band director. I have the assistant principal that been my phone. I have the dean. I have literally all the top people that I need to talk to at any given moment. They knew who I was. I know who they were, and I set my baseline standard of what I'm bringing as a coach. Because if I can't do me, then you can't have me as a coach. So that helped me this past year. Excuse me. And to add to that, um, I guess the biggest challenge is, I guess, having the girls buy into what you're doing, because they
Right.
come from different places depending on where they used to dance at, or if whoever the previous coach was, stuff like that. So sometimes it's hard for them to, let's say they had like a coach that was kind of lax, let them do whatever they want to do, or they can come when they want, they can leave, they can have the excuse, oh, I got this, I gotta go there, I gotta. And then having a coach like me that comes in and I don't, either you're here or you're not, and that's set from the beginning. So that can be a challenge of having the dancer buy in to what you're doing so the team can be successful. But to conquer that, honestly, I make sure my parents buy in first. I have a whole
Yes,
parent
ma'am.
contract, team contract. We can get into all of that later, but pretty much having the dancer buy into what you're doing as a coach, so they can, do what they got to do to be successful. Because everybody don't buy in the beginning, honestly.
Um, for me, I would say it's the same things. It's also the adaptability of the girls to coaches. Like you said, coming in, everybody don't coach the same way, and sometimes children are not receptive initially to your style of coaching, and it don't click until it's like they see the product and they're like, oh, this is what it's meant to be. You was doing this because of X, Y, and Z. I have I have an amazing band staff, so I don't really have a problem with that. And as far as administration, they let me do whatever I need to do. But for me, the main thing is the children adaptability, because some of the girls come from, like you said, all of these different places. Some of them come from like the majorette dance, and they confuse the majorette dance with the actual high school dances. So you got to pull and toggle with that. Also sticking to the style of your school, like our school does things a certain way, and then we have girls coming in who are not used to that, and they're like, well, why can't we do this like the other schools are doing, or why we can't look like that like the other schools are doing? And our school are mostly based on tradition. So yeah.
And I actually wanted to say that I actually admire that about y'all and 35. I was gonna bring that up later. Like, I love that. Like,
Yeah.
from in any era, y'all can come back for homecoming and y'all have like routines, or like the fight song that's like been the same year after year after year. So that I really absolutely love that about y'all and 35. That y'all stick to tradition, but y'all find a way to over the past few years to keep it fresh at the same
Yeah,
time,
what
but
I
still
call it
have y'all
is, what I
baseline.
say
I
is, it's
love that so
like
much.
both. I don't know if this is the right term, but this is what I tell the girls. I was like, we're gonna go borderline raunchy just a little bit, but we're
Yeah,
gonna
you got
always
to
keep
just
it back
sprinkle
to
it in.
traditional.
No, I do because a lot of us don't have that. Like like I went to McMahon. Like we don't have that. Like I can't. Most of us don't have that honestly. So I really
Yeah.
do. I love that about
Yeah,
it.
like with Blue Heat, I started Blue Heat myself. So I had to create my own style. So this is it right here, what it's gonna be. So I really admire that with y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw a comment in the comment section that said uncoachable dancer, right? So I do have a question to tie into that. What is like what is y'all go to when y'all may have a really talented dancer, but the discipline is not there? Maybe it be from the mom and just the child being babied. How as a coach do y'all handle that? Like I have this very talented girl, like she can dance, but I don't think I really want to deal with these other problems. Like how do y'all handle that as a coach?
A contract from the beginning before they step foot into any practice.
I
This
was about to say the
this is
same
your
thing.
expectations. This is what I expect, and the moment you color out of that, then you gotta go.
And
Wow.
Really
for
that
us,
simple for me.
we have this motto: being an eaglet is a privilege, it's not a right. So if you don't fit the qualifications, if you don't follow the policies and the procedures, then I'm sorry you paid your money for X, Y, and Z, but it's not gonna happen.
Well, with me, I'm a little soft hearted.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try to. Sometimes they just don't know no better. Like, who is gonna teach them besides us? Like, I feel like I need to try to reach them first. Talk to the parent, explaining why, give examples, give them a few chances,
Mhm.
and then after that, resort to other things. But I at least want to try because New Orleans people or students in general, they really we got a little of attitude. We have some things with us that need to change, and it's in our traditions and our culture. And so I just try to, give them a chance first.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
I
we have those set in place too. Like there's policies and procedures and steps to before it gets to the extreme, but we have a handbook set in place.
yeah, and I have such a great relationship with my parents that sometimes I don't know that they got in trouble, and they literally call me. I guess it got to the point where they'll call me like, Coach Studi, I don't know what to do her, and I literally say, sit them down. I say, let them come to practice. They don't know that I know that they in trouble with you, but sit them down. I'm gonna send them out these two performances. That's gonna hurt them. I say make them come to practice, make them dress out, and make them sit down. And that got a few of my dancers on the right track real fast. Just on the parent coming to me being honest, like I'm they don't want to waste their money, but at the same time they're like, what can I do to like shake something up because she just not doing right. Like they yeah
Unfortunately, I'm still grooming my parents. Still grooming my parents. So they still trying to understand this harshness. I mean, because sometimes my baby, she's been that way forever. And I don't know. And Coach T, I think you're a little hard, So I'm still going through that. We still new, but we're gonna get through it. Contract definitely is gonna be about it by next year.
Your sound on, Coach Yamani, your sound on working?
Can you hear me?
There we go. We in there. You in there, my baby.
I
All
think
right.
my computer didn't want me to join.
Yeah, we wanted you to join. You in here. Let's get it. Nothing. We was in a conversation about uncoachable dancers and just y'all approach on maybe having a girl that is really talented, but she come with a lot of problems. And like, how do y'all handle that?
Um,
Mhm.
I, I jumped. I think I jumped in when Tootie was talking, but like, yeah, parents will definitely like lean on you sometimes to be like, "Hey, I'm having a hard time getting through," and sometimes it might not even be you that could get through. It might be like the flag team coach, or like it's like a family. Like you find people to like help you figure them out. But I think it's a lot of relationship building, like getting to actually know the children, and then knowing like, okay, I know when you start doing like this, something is wrong because it's or like, hey, you've never done this before, so like what's really going on, like what has happened that's caused this to happen. I think relationship building, excuse me, plays a lot in it.
Relationship, right? So, I know you just joined, and I did want you to get you some words in, but for these people in the comments that don't know you, all the other ladies already have given their dance facts, and let these people know where you coaching, and just give them your dance facts, where you come from, Miss Jamani.
um born in New Orleans, but raised mostly like in California a little bit. Grew up dancing at Debbie Allen's Dance Design. It was called Universal Dance Design back then. But my mom is also a dance teacher. She had studios in New Orleans. My mom grew up dancing with Benjamin and Trudy and Kelly. They all like grew up together. They all had one dance teacher named Miss Durden. She was like the only black dance teacher back like in the 1950s, and she taught the Kellys, the Dwins, the Benjamins. So my mom grew up with them, so I danced with my mama first. Then I went to Debbie Allen, came back to New Orleans, and I'm a product of NOCA. And I went to the Jackson State University, but I was a twirl at Jackson State. Shout out to the twirlers, T5T. And then I came to New Orleans and I started Sophie B. Wright's dance team. And Coach Michelle was my captain. She was my captain at Sophie B. Wright. That's my baby. And then I moved to Carver, and I've been at Carver ever since.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So listen, ladies, like I said, I wanted all y'all to know, like, I'm just here mediating. So feel free to like throw any questions out there that y'all may have, and just make it in love and informative and everybody educational too for the people that's watching. So anything that y'all really have to ask, that y'all want to ask, I want to
I guess a good question people like to know is what made, I guess, all
get
of us
off. Y'all
decide.
can most definitely do that. I'm just here mediating.
I was gonna say what made us decide to
Yeah.
become coaches. So I guess you want me to go first.
I can go. Really, I never wanted to be a coach. Never. I'm a performer myself. I always like to do everything, myself on stage. But when you have a calling, when somebody say you're good at something, you don't understand it until you try it. And then once you try and you fall in love with kids, and then you start to realize that you're good at it and you're blessed with it, and it's kind of like a gift, then you just continue. Because there was nothing that I strive for, it's just something that fell in my lap. I was asked, please teach Tiff, you dance so well. I'm sure the students could get something from you. And I said, I don't even like kids at first. But then once I fell in love with West Jeff, and I've never stopped since. Mm-hmm.
For me, I've always kind of had my hand in coaching before I was officially a coach. Like after I graduated from McMain 2011, I stayed like the whole summer to help the next captain kind of like keep it going. Then I came back the next summer. Um, this is why I was in college. And I came back the next summer, like unofficially, to help the next captain after that. Keep everything going with everything they need. I even went to like the first few games up until I crossed Delta and had all the stuff on my plate. I stopped. But then right after right when I was in graduate school, 2015, I got called in to come and help be McMain's coach, and I've been coaching ever since. So it wasn't something that I guess I planned to do. It just fell in my lap after I graduated college. Even though I always kind of had um, my hand in it, just from the just me being a great person and just wanting to help my school.
For me, it fell in mine too. I really wasn't into coaching because I really didn't like to talk much. So I started with choreo. Like a lot of people would depend on me for choreo, and then once I started doing choreo, the girls started to gravitate towards me, and it kind of was like, okay, that's your coach. And then I started coaching like majorette dance teams, and then I visited Easton for homecoming one day, and then it was like, this is Michelle. She used to be on the team, and come back for multiple practices to help and assist, and then it turned into coaching.
I started teaching at schools right in 2000, like right after Katrina, and they didn't have a dance team, and so that was like my first go at it, and I liked it. And then the opportunity came to go to like high school, and I was like, oh, at high school you could do a little bit more than you can. Time Sophie B. Wright wasn't a high school; it was like fourth through eighth grade or something. Oh, you get a little bit more like football games and stuff like that, and I've been teaching dance. When you graduate from like dance school, you get a little certificate. And so I've been teaching dance for so I was like, okay, I've taught everything else. Let me try dance. And I just been.
Okay, I had a question earlier. Somebody asked, "What's the hardest style of dance that y'all teach? What's the hardest style for y'all to get the girls to gravitate towards it?"
Uh, y'all can hear me? Uh-oh.
Don't worry about that. We on the internet. It's live. It's gonna do that sometime. We still here. I'm used to it when it happens. I just wait for it to finish.
Well, when you talk about style, is he talking about, jazz dance, African dance, modern dance? When I'm
He
thinking,
just mean a particular. I'm want to say he means like a particular genre that because I'm pretty sure you guys try to stretch the envelope on what y'all teaching, just to try to look different from somebody else.
well, I mainly stick with jazz dance with what we're doing. Now we do different styles of dance, which if it's new to them, it's hard because sometimes students, when it's foreign to them, they make everything difficult because it's new. But yes, they my girls do African, samba, jazz, everything. But our main thing is jazz dance, and main thing the technique within the jazz dance. I think for most of us is the most difficult part because some most of girls don't take formal training anymore. They don't like you heard all of us went to some type of dance class or dance school, but these days they don't. So when they're coming to you, it's like raw and uncut, and you have to start from scratch. So I think for me, it's not necessarily the style, it's the actually technique within jazz dance is the hardest because they are not getting it before they get to us.
I think for me as well, it's technique. I wouldn't really say it's a style because our girls, um, most of them come from dance schools, but it was like years ago. So when we get them, sometimes it's like they're rusty. So we have to go back in and retrain and refix things. So for me, it would be technique. I wouldn't really say a dance style.
Yeah, same for me as well.
Yeah, I would say like the technical, well, jazz technique, but then like I feel like the hardest thing though is getting everybody to dance the same, no matter what you're doing. Cause you get nowadays you get like the I call them the bring it girls, but you get like the majorette girls who could do like back bend, this, cartwheel on your elbow, this, and then you get the girls who can like studio train, who can do leaps and all the seconds. And you might have some girls who I just danced in middle school and I'm good. I could throw a count. So I think the hardest part is like getting all those different type of girls together so no matter what you're gonna do, look the same.
Hey, bro, these comments are so funny. And hey, listen, we got over 100 people watching. So that let me know that y'all ladies, most definitely, people, y'all have the fans out here. And I need 100, however many of y'all watch, 102. I need y'all 102 shares, 102 likes. Because these ladies took the time out of their Wednesday to come on here and give y'all this game for free. So make sure y'all run this up. Don't be on here with that whole shit. Make sure y'all run this up. It may not be the drama y'all was looking for, but this is in love. And I told everybody I did want to show love to the queens of the Mecca. Fuck all that competition shit. We love the competition. This is crucial conflict, but I'm happy that all y'all came on here. So thank all y'all personally that came on here and took time out y'all day to rock with crucial conflict. Me and Robin appreciate it, and the rest of the fellas. But I have another question because look, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know what a damn eight count is. But what I'm starting to see now is like it's funny to me though. Like when I see the dance team, like I always felt like it was a line in the stand. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's y'all line and it's our line. But now I'm seeing now niggas don't give a fuck about that line. And I don't know if it's like in the heat of the moment type shit, but I'm always like nervous when I see it. Is this something that just happens or is it something that's just taught? Because I'm not a dancer. I don't know nothing about dance, but when I see it, I'm thinking like in the spirit of competition, it's probably fire. But I don't know. I want to hear y'all take on that.
I'm always nervous because mine though don't do that. But in the heat of the moment, I get that sometimes the spirit just takes over them. But they know it's only a certain limit, and they really right back because they see my face and they they dialing
Right.
right back immediately. Yeah, and I think for most, like watching some of the footage and stuff, it's like dance is like acting. Like a lot of it is entertainment, honestly. Like these girls actually are friends and acquaint, at the end of the day. So some of them were the ones I deal with. So not all, but for some, um, that I know personally, some of it is just in the heat of the moment and all out of fun, honestly. But coach, for
Right.
me, it is very nerve wracking. Like, no, it's yeah, it is. And I don't know if I don't know. Sometimes I blame Fleur de Lis probably for how, I guess,
Yes.
aggressive each year it gets. And I was gonna touch on that later. I feel like each year, I feel like Fleur de Lis kind of sets the some of the trends that happen the next year. Like everybody been kicking this year, and that's because for Fleur de Lis they kicked this year. And then you could
Oh
like
yeah.
kind of track every summer, like whatever that like new main thing that Fleur de Lis did as the aggressor in the battle, it kind of trickles down into the other, which I mean, yeah, which can be scary because in the fleur de lis setting, it's very raw. Like there is no line, no rules, as y'all can see. But
But you know it's not
in the
gonna
high
like go
school
down.
setting, there are lines that are drawn. So as a coach, it's very it's very scary to watch, honestly, because once it happens, it's like you either got to step in and like get in between, or it's like I give mine a look and they know they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, there is a line. They just sometimes
They
choose.
most definitely crossed that motherfucker because I'd have saw it and been like, oh shit, what's going on? They
So
It's
worse
for
than the
very nerve
band.
wracking.
so for
I
us,
thought
And
the
I saw it.
band was genius. The dancers, hey, listen, respect to y'all because man, some of the stuff I see y'all doing and able to march a full entire parade, my feet was hurting and all I did was walk. So for them girls to be throwing dances and doing what they doing, like bro, like people need to put respect on their name because that takes skill to do. That shit not easy. I know I couldn't do it.
so for us, Eastern traditionally don't battle, but uh we are younger and battle is entertainment and the girls are asking for it. So beforehand we always set out like, okay, if we're going to the parade route or we're going to do this is the expectations. Like I don't care what they do, but that you're not supposed to do X, Y, and Z. I also think like the crossing the line stuff when it comes to battle, and that's coaches too, because some coaches allow that. Some coaches teach their girls to get in other people's faces and some coaches don't. I just happen to be one of those who don't. um the whole time I'm not really paying attention to the counts that my team is throwing. I'll be so like invested in like, okay, is this about to go left? What do I do? Do I stand right here? Do I like who I gotta grab or something like that? Because I know like some of those girls, like they are when they're in uniform, they are well composed because they know when you're in that uniform, you're supposed to uphold yourself a certain way. But a lot of those girls have, and I'm not gonna say anger issues. A lot of those girls are very aggressive, so it's like they get disrespected easily. So if I see, this girl across playing with me, some of them be like, I want to jump in her face and da 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 da. And I'm like, well, that's not for in our instance, that's not the Eastern way. So I'm like, compose yourself. So before it gets to that point, I'm like, it's either we gonna do this battle respectably or we gonna cut it off. And if you can't respect my wishes in regards to the safety of my children, then we can't battle at all.
Oh Lord, I hate it. Jesus, I hate it. Listen, I don't mind a little tease. A little 1, 2. Let me kick you. Let me if at you. But then when we hitting each other's arm and then we touching and we bumping bellies and I mean, I want you to stand back. We bumping bellies now. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I want us to stand back so you can see my creativity. I don't have time to we get so close where you don't see what I got and I don't see what you have. I think the art of the battle is to see what arsenal you've been doing in that dance room. Not what I mean, we do it. We all do it. Bam, bam. But after that, what else you got? Is that all you have? Like, I want to see what y'all been doing for 2 and 3 and 4 hours every evening. I want to see what y'all been working on and sweating on. So that for me, the battle, I hate it because I don't mind it going to a certain limit, but I don't want to go too far. And we have to remember that they are children. Sometimes they do not know how to control their emotions. We are teaching them how to control their emotions. One girl might come in, we have girls with mood swings. They might come in with a bad day. I'm having a bad day. I'm mad at everything, coach, but I'm in here for you. I'm coming to dance. And that's one day somebody might bump them or hit them, and then a reaction or a reflex happens. Then what we do? What do we do at that point? Now, for me as a coach, I'm saying, no, baby, you got to control yourself. It's a teaching moment, but they're still learning. And I just kind of want to avoid that from happening. So me and my girls, we've been going back and forth about it because they say, well, what if like, it's a line. We're trying to figure it out, but I hate it.
So I have a question. When it comes to battling, like, what is the protocol y'all use? Like, do y'all normally go and talk to the coach of the other team before you battle? What do you do after the battles? Like, how do y'all handle that? Because I know from our aspect of it, I'm new to it because we never really battled. Like, this is our first year under me during the battle. And what I did was I would go to the coach first and I'd be like, hey, are you guys available for a friendly battle, X, Y, and Z? And then when the battle's over with, they make a line, the other team make a line, you shake hands and go about your day. But what do y'all do?
I don't. Well, most of ours are right there in the moment. It's not planned. Honestly, it depends. Like the band director may give me a heads up if he knows, because most of the time the band directors are setting it up right then and there. 10 minutes before it's about to happen. Honestly, like when we battled Coin, for Femme Fatale, like me and the coach talked. We talked afterwards because they had to go, because people was making it a big deal online. But me and her talked behind the scenes, and it was, you know everything was fine between the girls. I just say it was more so some comments that was going back and forth with people that don't affiliated with nobody. That was nobody out there that was creating a storyline that made no
That's
sense.
usually how it be the other
Yeah,
people
so me and
crazy.
her and our girls are on the same page where it was really just friendly. We was just throwing counts, having fun. But because like they were somewhere else and the band was battling and they came in late, it just looked, somebody painted a picture that wasn't a true picture of what truly happened. But yeah, I mean, we just dance and leave it as is. Because most of the time it's literally spur of the moment. Really.
Well, I just wait for my band director. Whoever he's
Yeah.
battling, that's who I battle. Now I'm getting a little
That's
confused.
what I thought it was. The band
I,
getting it in, dance team getting it
listen,
in. Period.
but
That's what I
listen,
thought it was.
nah, burger. Everybody dancing off each other music. Everybody
Mm-mm.
just trying to get that battle.
You
However they
stole
can.
my next question. You stole my next question.
Oh
Because
Lord.
look, I noticed when the girls dance off the other band music, I don't know if it turns that dance team up to another level. But I'm seeing now that y'all putting counts in just in case they do some shit like that. Oh, y'all want to steal our shine while our band playing? I got something for you. Like I pay attention to a lot. Like I look at it, like the visuals and what a lot of what people doing. I like this shit, me, because I'm like, I never knew dance was this competitive. I knew like y'all work just as hard as the band. A lot of band members don't know that, but these young ladies work probably harder than the band. And I'm gonna just keep it honest with you. They mama paying all that money, so guess what? They gonna get in here and do what they gotta do, and we gonna make it work. But yeah, man, I'm a fan of the culture, and I love it where it's going because at one point in time, New Orleans girls didn't get that love going on the next level in dancing. Our girls, it was a wish for a lot of them. And now we got damn whole pages dedicated to our girls. So that's another reason why this show is important to let people know that our girls are most definitely on the scene and we're going to be here for a while. So I don't know if they know. So pay attention. New Orleans girls are here to stay.
Burger, you have to let Jemani back in.
She got to click the link and come back in. Robin can let her in.
She did. It
Tell her
said
click on
waiting
the
on
link.
host. She says waiting on host. I definitely
Robin
think.
must not be backstage. I'm about to text her.
All right. I definitely think that New Orleans is up and coming. Like at first we were behind a little bit. I think we have all these amazing coaches that set in place that have the same goal to get the girls to the next level. We just not being stagnant, worrying about the 8 count for now. We worrying about the 8 count for later. I think everybody else been ahead of us. So I think for most of us, we kind of moving past each other. For me, I am. I just want to see what else is out there. What else has been brewing for years that's already been good. And I need to test my girls and skills to what they have at the moment. So that's not dismissing us. It's just that we all in this together and we moving together in a certain direction. So I'm just trying to move that way, like forward.
And I do credit the videographers for one, like capturing as much footage as they can of us, posting it. Cause that helps us. I mean, I try to record everything with my girls so they have, they can look back. If they messing up, like, oh no, Coach Stewart, I didn't mess up. Yeah, she did. It's right here on the video. And one that's to evaluate, them performance after performance and see what we need to make improvements at and stuff like that. And I can also congratulate them when they have done a good job and it's proof that you did do a good job. But the videographers have definitely stepped up with capturing us, this season of football and parade. So I definitely credit them for why we can, look back and see in 4K, all of our hard work come to life, honestly.
Facts,
I
facts.
agree. I agree with that too because it was a point in time where there was not video footage of dancers at all. Like you would have to go find a video of a video of a video, and it'd be way back in the archive somewhere of dancers. So I do appreciate the videographers because they're one of the essential parts of creating this platform for us. And also I love that the New Orleans girls are going beyond Louisiana and looking at other teams and other styles, because at one point it was only about, okay, once I leave high school, I'm going to only the schools in Louisiana, or I might just go to the outskirts like Jackson or something like that. But allowing these videographers has opened up the room, whereas they can see multiple dancers, whether it's up north, whether it's down south, like, and get inspiration. Be like, well, I don't want to just be in a dance. I don't want to dance for a collegiate down here. Let me go all the way to New York, or let me go to Washington D.C. or something like that.
Man, if it wasn't for a videographer, if it wasn't for Smash, if what band life, like T King, if it
Hey,
wasn't for
freshman
them,
media,
like
J Cuz, all
man,
of
we can name them all. Let me tell you why. Because I have a small band. We just started this program over here, like 2021, 2020 for me, 2021 for Mr. V. So it's like if you don't see the band, you don't see the dancers. So for me, I had to create my own lane. I start calling them y'all. What can I do? Like I have these amazing dancers here, and I need the people to see. They say, "Well, Tiff, all you got to do is create something. We got you." You know, and so far they've been coming, they've been videoing my girls all the time. Even if we don't have a battle with somebody, they're still seeing my girls out there because of the videographers. Like I appreciate them.
So this kind of ties into my next question. How do y'all feel about sometimes the dance team being really good and they're being overlooked or misjudged based on the talent of the band that year? Because a lot of it, like a lot of these young ladies, like I said, they're super talented, right? And they may not be represented by maybe the best band in the world. So a lot of times those girls get overlooked. How does that feel as a coach? Or do y'all even care?
Well, like I said, I had that problem. Remember when we just started a program over here, and I think now is all of that's changing because there are there is an audience for a dance team now. There's an audience, so that means everybody's trying to get to show what the dance team's doing because they want the audience to see what they're asking for. So, all that's changing. Now, it used to be annoying, but now everything is catching up and we're getting what we deserve.
Yeah, I don't think nowadays, because we do have our own fan base outside of the band. I don't think that dictates too much how much footage we get. But if you do notice, um, I guess it starts with you as a coach putting your team out there first, and then the videographers will come to you. Like you can't find nothing from Douglas before I got there. Really, on the dance side, there's not, you can't find anything. But it's, I started posting them myself, and then from there, videographers reached out like, hey, what's your schedule? I want to come to one game. I want to come to one thing, and I communicate with them so they know, they can get, a few things in. So it starts with you as a coach first, putting your team out there, regardless of what your band sound like, honestly. And then from there, that's how people start, looking for you, I guess, including the videographers. Because if not, they don't know They wouldn't know. I mean, they won't know who over the team. That's how you create the relationships with some videographers. And then from there, they all just kind of, I guess, talk to each other and they end up catching up. The same thing. So I guess it just start with you putting your team out there, regardless of the band, honestly. Because of course, all of the videographers are gonna go to those main big battles of those main schools. Like that's just a given, honestly.
So,
So
what are some of the battles that you ladies kind of look forward to getting into? Like, I understand, like, because of course we ain't working as hard to not be seen. Like, I want to put my girls up against who I would deem some of the better teams. So, what is a team that when you see them, you got to be on your A game? Like, I got to be on my shit because these motherfuckers nice.
For me, I don't underestimate anybody. So, any team that we step foot across from, I'm like, okay, y'all got to put your best foot forward because it be the underdogs who's gonna shock you one day. It's not always about those who are the best ones or who the ones who get the most. I wouldn't say clout, but who gets the most talking about. Like, it's those teams that you haven't heard of where you get the opportunity to y'all get the opportunity to meet face to face, and you look at them like, dang, I didn't know y'all was like this. So I don't really say that I look forward to a certain person or a certain team. Like, I look forward to everybody because everybody in New Orleans have something to bring. Nobody is the same. All of us have something different, and all of us have a wow factor about us.
yeah, my girls, we be ready for everybody. We just prepare to battle regardless of who it is. Like there's no, they of course they want to try to, have their chance across from everybody, which is unrealistic. Because like I say, some bands just are not gonna meet up, honestly. Whether it's because of the football schedule, whether because of just how the parade routes and stuff set up, because of the different parades we in. But all in all, like I said, there is no one particular team. Like you said, I don't underestimate anybody. We just stay locked and loaded, just ready for. It could be out of town teams, honestly. Like, you really just never know. Like, you really just never know, especially once you start putting yourself out there more too. It's like, okay, now you really gotta stay just ready for anything because you don't know who probably ready to come at you. Honestly, like you really just don't know. You just stay ready.
Man, everybody is making me nervous. Once you one step up, somebody trying to meet you there. Somebody's trying to meet you there. So it's like, wait, don't catch up, get back. Get back. It's like everybody's just trying to strive for their best. And it's amazing and make you nervous. I'm nervous every time it's time to do something. So it's like I am like prepared for everybody. Like what was that last week? Two of them, I said, oh Lord, y'all know how Tootie is.
And y'all too. I'm like, look.
Listen. When you know how your friend is, when you know the people that you're about to battle, that's the most scariest thing in the world. I said,
That
Lord,
was so scary.
but listen, but it was good.
Yeah,
like,
it was fun though too.
And but
With 1 and 2 days of preparation, that made it even
yes,
scarier.
definitely.
I appreciate y'all being modest, but everybody ain't like that. Listen, everybody ain't like that.
Yeah,
Listen,
but you don't know.
I love y'all asses, but listen, everybody ain't like that. Everybody ain't like
But
that.
see, the dance world not like that though. Like we really be on some chill stuff. Like we be in our own lane.
Y'all do. I do respect the dance world chill, but everybody ain't like that.
But like everybody technically wants to battle everybody. It's
right.
just not realistic. Like we haven't battled Easton, we've never battled Carr. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of teams we haven't. So of course that's the teams we will like to because
of course. You got a lot of good teams. A lot of good teams in the city. But you got some of them that still got something. Go way back in the class, my baby. It's all right.
And then what kind of battle are you talking about? Because y'all know what my favorite battle is, that field show battle.
Field show.
Yes. I'm pretty sure everybody. All right, man. I'm pretty sure everybody saw this. Everybody saw this video. I was crying laughing at this video earlier. I saw a girl just do a random backflip out of nowhere.
Oh, I saw
that. I'm not. I was like, who taught her this? Like, where did she come from? She snuck in the middle of a battle, and I thought she hurt herself. I didn't know if she was on something. Like, some of that stuff, I'd be like, okay, they practiced that. That's not what's up. I'm on my show, man.
Tootie, that's gonna be you next.
Girl, I know.
Oh my God! Wait, that's my girl Jamani now.
Right.
All of them that got on. Where all these people that pulled to be coming on?
No, but Jamani, she been waiting to get on. She was waiting. She said host was.
I gotta text Robin. Robin probably done stepped away. You know, Robin was in the backstage handling all that.
Yeah, but my main thing is the field show battles. I like those because it's really put me to work. It really have to make us think, and what works for the team. Because some things don't work. You think you in your head you think it's gonna work, but once they do it, it does not. So you got to do some rearranging and changing. So yeah, that kind of wake you up a little bit.
And that's one thing I'm looking forward to this year is to do field shows. With our schedule, we lost like a few opponents, and yeah, and every other game was, this one homecoming, this one senior night. So yeah, we didn't get a chance to, which was sad. Like we started preparing, and it was like there was no game we was gonna be able to do it in, honestly. So I can't wait going into this next season to do field shows. That's what I'm most excited for, honestly. After I drop my baby, drop the load.
I think y'all, but really seriously, honestly, um, coaching a dance team is the most thankless, stressful job that I've ever had in my life. Like it's the most fulfilling and you love it the most. But then there you go. But at the same time, it is so stressful. So hats off to all the coaches because I know what you're going through.
It's really a job from the heart because
Yes.
it's not a salary employee. You don't get paid thousands. But I probably spend more money anyway. Hey y'all.
Well, I guess y'all can introduce yourself because I don't know what happened to Burger. Come on, Coach B.
I didn't run
Hey,
away. I didn't run away. My son is like about to make me throw him through a wall.
back to something. I was sitting backstage and Tootie, be ready. All I did was turn my camera off to go get my baby sippy cup, and next thing you know, I was off the show. So just be ready.
Uh,
But I wanted to go back to the thing that you said, Burger, about other bands. See, French don't want you. Don't dance to nobody else's band. And you know how like you see like the color guards might go off in battle or the majorettes. Like you don't really see dance teams do that. But see, French, you can't practice to nobody else's band. You can't do none of that. So if cover band not playing, cover band not dancing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like French. French is how he is like set it up. And I mean, so I just wanted to go back to that because I heard you saying something about like when they start going at it. I know for a fact,
Yes.
cover band not playing, cover dance team is not dancing.
So that means you're not ducking smoke. It's just you cannot do it.
Yeah, we just not dancing because our band not dancing. I mean, our band not playing. I wanted to like throw that out there because that has been brought up like many a times. And like Carver, like for Bacchus, Carver battle St. Og, and St. Og dance team wasn't there, so what we was gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like or like like there have been times like for Femme Fatale they merged, but they didn't like battle nobody else, so we was just in the park chilling because our band wasn't playing. So I know that's a Carver thing though.
And then sometimes I just want everybody to know it might be a moment where bands might be battling and the other dance team might be there. And I might decide I just don't feel like battling. What if I don't want to? What if I don't want to battle you? What if I don't want to? Like it doesn't have to mean that I'm nervous or scared. No.
Was for them team. That was for them teams that I was telling y'all about earlier. But I ain't gonna speak on it.
Oh,
Cause
well.
I doubt if any of these teams on here saw each other, they don't want to battle. But I get it. But I got you the only one, Coach B. You ain't get your dance facts. You joined late, so I'm gonna
I
dock your pay a little bit. But I'm gonna need your dance facts, Coach B.
All right, what do you want me to say? Where I'm from? I'm from New Orleans. I've been teaching dance. Oh Lord, I've been teaching. I'll say this: I've been teaching dance at a school for 11 years. This is my third year in high school. I have been teaching since I guess 2006. Dance. I've always danced. I've started dancing at 7 years old. Yeah. What else? What else you want me to say? I yeah.
Okay, look, you on a job interview. These hundred and some people don't know who you are, so I'm trying to get you to let them know who you are.
I am the dance coach and teacher at Walter Elkhorn High School.
Be your flow, like this, your flow.
I
That's all you
didn't,
got for him, Coach B.
yeah.
All right, look, Coach B said she keeping it short and sweet. I was trying to give her the floor to that's Cohen Coach, y'all, because she ain't say it.
I did
But this
say
is
I'm over
Cohen
Walter
Coach.
L. Cohen's high school. I did
I
say
ain't hear
that.
you. I'm sorry. You was late, so
Yeah,
I'm picking right now. You was late.
that's okay. Hey
Say
y'all.
y'all make sure y'all shout out Instagram because Instagram is most definitely on fire with the comments tonight. Instagram showing y'all major love tonight.
I I feel like Coach B, you have some things on your mind. I like for you to go ahead on things, talk about the things that we talked about that you might have missed that we were talking about,
Okay,
because the best dance team, about the battles. What else we talked about, y'all?
We talked about what makes a team the best team because I honestly say that everybody had a different answer for that, which that shocked
mhm.
me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them tied into the same stuff, but it was a lot of difference on what people may deem the best team.
I mean, everybody feel like their team is the best team. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of phenomenal teams out there. There really are. But I always tell mine, there's somebody that's better than you. And it's not to downgrade them, but it's to help them step their game up. To me, what makes the best dance team, technique, creativity, originality, like you have to be original. A lot of times we see other people doing stuff that you've done, and it's like stuff that you know that you created yourself, shall I say. Um, I don't know, just yeah, that like being creative, your own flair, not being the next team. Like it's okay to use other teams for inspiration, but just be your own man.
Y'all keep saying that, like I must be missing it. So y'all saying what you're saying is they have some teams that's actually copying verbatim the exact stance. Like, I mean, let me see. I
I
use
think that's so collegiate stands. Like their whole catalog is like different.
I never.
And I could throw All Star in there too because I know All Star choreography. I can see it immediately.
Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. I think I've used Fleur de Lis stands maybe twice, but usually the girls that's working with us, my babies Dee Dee or Essence, they
Yeah,
usually give us their stand that they made. But I haven't really seen that much. I must be missing it, y'all. Tell me what's going
I see
on
the
that I
All
missed.
Star. Like when every other count is like the first four is the All Star, then the last four maybe something else, but then every count like that is technically not. It wouldn't be considered original or to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what about
how
you?
y'all
You say somebody been doing your stands? I don't know what's happening.
Huh?
I mean, you said somebody been throwing your stands?
No, not our stands. I'm just saying,
Oh,
like I've seen it. I've seen a little here or there where other people have done something, and I'm like, cause see, I'll tell mine all of the time. They always want to help. Oh, let me, do this. Or oh, I have something. I always ask, long as you ain't take it from the next man team and they come off your dome, that's fine. I watched a video a couple of weeks ago, and the little girl, I saw a young lady doing the exact thing that we did. So I reached out to my captain because I knew it was something she brought to the table. And so my exact words to her was, "Did you copy this from somebody?" Because I see somebody way in Jackson doing this full 8 count that I remember you doing. She sweat up and down. It was something that came off the top of her head, but when we looked at it, they tried to switch it, like you're saying, Coach Studi. They did the first 4 counts, and then they did something else, and it's like, come on now, that's not original. So that's what I mean by not being original. If I take one of the Ramettes, the beginning of their count, and I take the end of Douglas's count, that's not original. I stole those people count.
But what do you say to the people that say in the heat of the battle, hey, what if I took your account just to be petty? Because let's keep it real, y'all women and women
So
are petty.
this is so I don't talk. I let mine do the work. So if somebody throw their count in their face, they better throw that count right back. They better throw that
So
count right back.
that's all I'm saying. Because I feel like sometimes in the heat of the battle, as long as it's in love and competition,
Hmm.
I don't really think the counts matter. If it look good,
Hmm.
technique is on point. Like, what you can say, I threw your count, but I nailed that motherfucker. So let's talk about how we looked. Like not so much focus on the count. How did the count look? So maybe it's just different for me because that's like saying a band can't play another band, a song that another band play. Dance is expressive art. Y'all are part of the band. The dancers are a part of the band. I don't know if a lot of people realize that, but the band and the dance team, all that shit is one entity. They are the dancers, but they're a part of the band too. So I really don't see a problem with somebody throwing a count from another team to be petty because shit happens.
Well, but that's in the battle. Like me and Coach T teams, we did that because we knew it was battling each other, and we didn't see it probably until after the footage came out. We even threw a recount too. We thought it was gonna be there, but that was just that's when you're doing it on purpose. Like the other team know why you did it because they know that's
no, yeah.
But that count is original. It's an original count, but it's their account. It's not like it's not from a college or nothing. Like it's their account that we know. Like we never. My team never gonna throw that again. Like that was literally just for that.
Just for that battle. Yeah.
She's talking about people that literally that is in their catalog. Other people's stuff is on a regular.
Like
every performance.
You're right. No. That's something totally different.
That's two different.
Battling each other one on one and you being funny, throw their count, whatever. I'm cool with that. But hey,
in the battle. That's because you're only doing it because they're in front of you, but doing if you were to do that count way somewhere else without Blue Heat and nowhere near us,
you're down bad.
That would be stealing. Yes, that's no, that's not.
So look, I wanted to ask this question from Miss Chantel on YouTube. She said, "How hard is it to exclude the college team's influence from like your team?" Because but I don't find nothing wrong with that, even if y'all do have a little college influence.
I think that like Carver have some counts that they have thrown before from other teams, but we were taught by somebody on that team, right? So it was like how Tiffany said, it was her girls that made up the count. So like we shout out to all the NOLA girls because last time I had like a little clinic with all the girls from NOLA who've been on other college teams come and they taught some counts, and some of the girls was like, "Coach, can we do these counts?" And I'm like, "Yeah, y'all could do them." I think it's like paying homage, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A little bit, but I think like we have grown from like, it used to be a time where like, oh, they're the dolls, or that team is the dolls, and I think now we've grown to a point where like you want to be like, oh, that's a Blue Heat count, or like how when Blue Heat do that, like they step in, like they're in a fraternity or something, like that's their count. I know that's a Blue Heat type count or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think we've grown to the point where like how bands want to have their own identity and their own arrangements, teams want to have like their own style. So nothing is wrong with like throwing some college counts, or even like Coach B said, being inspired by it. But I know personally a lot of teams want to like make a space for themselves.
Yeah, and I agree with Jamani. I only allow them to. Well, they only got two that they do anyway, because it was taught by that person, which means she taught them the correct way. Because I'm not gonna let them do anything unless it's literally verbatim exactly how it's supposed to be done. Because it's no point in paying paying your respects if you're gonna do it the wrong way. Honestly.
I have another question I want to ask y'all, and I really want to get all your opinions because from the consensus that I get from all y'all is that y'all have the support of y'all band directors. How important is it to have 100% support from your band directors? Because I hear horror stories from some coaches that say, "Look, we don't even be knowing what songs the damn band gonna play until they play them." So as a dance coach, I think that's the most fucked up shit. Damn, you have no transparency with your band director. So how does that feel to actually have that? Like y'all intertwine with y'all directors, and nothing is kind of like thrown at y'all. Y'all like, when the fuck they learned this song?
It's the best thing ever because I came under Dr. Tadra Kamooch. So all of my ways and everything
Line brother, shout out.
It come from him, and he was very transparent, very very loving, he wanted the whole front to back to win, so he never left nobody behind. And I kind of brought that same culture to to Douglas with Jordan Harper. So me and him have a great relationship. He let us know. Even if I have a song, let's say the girls did something to a certain song, I ask him like, "Hey, can you play this next?" He'll be like, "Okay." Like he won't be like, "Oh no, I was gonna play Like he'll literally switch some stuff around just so we can do what we gotta do. Or, okay, we need a fast song. We need this. It don't matter what the song is, but we need this tempo. He'll be like, all right, I got you. Stuff like that. So yeah, it definitely helps
Okay.
to have a great band director that's on the same page, that wants everybody to win, that's under their umbrella. Because I feel like some band directors don't see auxiliaries as a part of the band when we truly are a part of the band. We can't do anything without the
Facts.
band. And I
Definitely.
don't think
Big
some,
facts.
and even other auxiliaries don't realize you're a part of the band. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's all the band director to create that culture though. But it
Hmm.
definitely is. It helps you. It makes your job 100 times easier when the band director is
Hmm.
in your corner. Honestly.
Thank God for Frank Lewis, Daryl Coleman, Trey Varnado. Like if I didn't have them, I don't know where I'd be. Man, if my girls are in here dancing and all of a sudden he knows that they love a particular song because I play it all the time, he's like, I like that song. He will write it for them just because it's in their body and they love it already. So how would it be to go perform something that you already love and you already used to hearing? Like that is the best thing in the world. Like Barrel, he the one that schooled me on a lot of little things as far as the band and dance team have to collaborate. Now, mind you, he used to give me my song, this is what y'all gonna dance to. But other than that, if it wasn't for him and Frank and Trey, like I don't know where I would be.
Um, I've been through some band directors at Culver. Some are like Voldemort. We're not even gonna speak on. But I will say it's like there's positives to the other way around too. So like there have been times like last year when Culver performed at the Pelicans game, Dancing never got to practice with the band, never touched the field. But like they just went out there and like did it. Whole field show and everything because they only gave us like 20 minutes or something to practice and we never got to it. And so I feel like there have been some instances where we never got to practice. And we just had to go out there and do it. And it's kind of prepared them to be, well versed and be able to like roll with the punches. And like, even though you don't know the tempo, you might not know the roll off, you just got to be ready to go. So I feel like it's a positive on both sides. It's always best to be well prepared, but then it also like just keeps you on your toes. But we do appreciate like I'll ask French email me the music. Can you email it to me? However you wrote it, just email it to me and I'll figure it out. Because especially like when it comes to field shows and stuff, that the breakdown could completely you want to know what a breakdown is. Like you want to know what a breakdown is. You want to know when it stops at. You want to know where it stops at. So to be as prepared as possible is best. But we've had it both ways. Where sometimes we have to go for it.
For us, our band director is 100% on our side. We're gifted with Asian Muhammad and Mr. Johnny Fisher. And they trust me so much because Asia was my band director, well, my second band director. And there's been instances where we've been prepared, and there's also been instances where we haven't been prepared. But she's also gifted with like field show wise. Michelle, what song y'all want to dance to? It's been like she came in and we was doing a audition, and our audition song, she was like, I really like that song. That's your first field show. So I think having a band director that supports you, also it lessens the stress and it allows you to be very creative, because that way you ain't got to worry about all of that extra stuff. She'll call us and she'll be like, can you send one of the girls up so you can record the music? We're gonna run
Yeah.
through the song list and stuff like that.
And a band director that can write it. Now they gotta write it. They gotta be able to write. What's another question, B?
Another question that I have for y'all. So this is an individual question for all y'all though. Like, what can a young lady wanting to join you guys' team look forward to, and how can that young lady grow as a dancer if she was decided to join you guys' teams? Now y'all talking to the girls because they most definitely watch.
Wait, say it one more time. That was a loaded question.
What can a young lady look forward to
See that bar.
joining your team? The all around overall experience. Like, what could she look forward to joining your team? Like, why should she join Electric Blues?
I mean, for us, we pride ourselves on being a sisterhood. That's the first thing first. Like, we are a sisterhood. And we push you past your limits. Like my choreography is not simple. I come up with the most unorthodox, out of the box stuff they don't even match. Um, and I challenge you. I'm not gonna let you quit on yourself. So we push over here. Like you're gonna get it. We're gonna train you how you need to be trained. Our goal is to get you to the collegiate level. If you want to dance on the collegiate level, that's what we want to get you. If you want to dance professional, that's what we want to get you. And I was trained by Jamani. So I take a lot of her characteristics that she used along with my other coach, Miss Amanda, and do that. But we pride ourselves on being a sisterhood because we figured that like the stress free of like people arguing and bickering and stuff, like that's not gonna help you get nowhere.
Go ahead, Coach Tiff. You ready? You can go ahead. I know you're ready to answer. Go ahead.
Woo!
Everybody.
Listen, for me, I need someone that's when you come in a tryout, definitely be serious, focused. Know that this dance thing is hard. Know that you're not going to be perfect and you got to be open minded. Like sometimes people come in and they think they know everything already. No, we all have a lot to learn, everyone. And I don't want them to come in just for high school. I tell them if you're just joining just to be on the high school dance team, then this is not the dance team for you. We are aiming for longevity. We are aiming for you to dance after you leave here. And in any genre, it could be dance team, it could be a dance program, it could be a dance group, it could be pro level, whatever you choose. I want to try to prepare them for whatever that is, not to be just dancing for their high school football game.
For Electric Blue, people that want to have fun, but at the same time work really, 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 really hard. I try to have a great balance of, being super strict and hard on them, but also sprinkling in fun. Like my girls are, like Coach Shell said, they literally are like sisters. They all get along. They all hold each other accountable as well. Like they tell on me to each other, because they know I have a certain standard for all of them. Um, and just know that you're going to be held to a really, really high standard that you don't even know that you can meet yet, and then you're even going to go past that, honestly. And like I said, just be ready to have fun, but also know that the fun part also comes with a lot of discipline and structure. Like I'm a very structured coach. Like I have a certain way that I do things because it works. It helps everything run efficiently. It helps us get stuff done. It helps performance days. They know I'm a monster on performance days. Because I like, I don't like to be rushed. I don't like that's when people lose stuff. Oh, I don't know what my shoe is. I don't know, no, none of that. So just preparing to be disciplined and have structure, but at the same time, just learn how to have fun. Like they're in high school, so when they get to the collegiate level, we know that is strictly ain't no fun like that. Not until they vet years. So having as much fun as possible while also maintaining a certain level of discipline. Honestly.
I feel like if you're coming to be on the illustrious bed, you gotta be prepared. So I'm always saying it's not dead, right? So if once something stops going, it's dead. Whatever your goal is, if you grow, then it's not the team for you. And so no, Tiffany said I take everybody. Tiffany's going to my trials every year. Like I don't know why you have trials. You pick everybody. We pick a lot of people. I based off like potential and stuff, but like don't grow. There's not going to be a place for you. We have cuts every week. We got some girls who never make cuts. You know what I'm saying? You never make cuts because there's a difference between being present and showing up, right? You could be present in class every day, but that don't mean that you're doing work. So, like I
Yes.
always say, making the team is easy.
Stand on the team.
It's the hardest part. So, like, yeah, you hit today, but it's all about like longevity and like you got to just be willing to grow. And like everybody else said, a family. One of my roommate got married Saturday. They graduated in like 2016, 17, and she had 3 other roommates as her bridesmaids. Like it's a real like FAR. We like in this together. So like you're gonna join like a sisterhood.
Come on, Coach B. I see you driving.
Yeah, I have to go get my niece from dance practice. Sorry, but same thing. I'm really big on family. They all of mine get along like sisters. But I'm gonna be honest, all of those girls that I have on my high school team followed me to the high school. I used to teach them when they were in elementary, middle school, and once they found out I was going to a high school, they all came over there. So they've been dancing together for a really, really long time. But then I have some new kids. I have a few freshmen that came in this year, and it's the same thing. You have to be ready for the hard work, but also, like Coach Tucci said, I do like to sprinkle in fun because I'm a very goofy person. I love having fun. I'm really big on fun, and I'm really big on doing what you have to do when it's time to do what you're supposed to do. No, everybody don't get a chance to perform. Like Coach Jamani said, you have to make cuts. But in cuts is not to say that you can't do it, but cuts is to help you be able to do it. I feel like a lot of times, they don't believe in that. If you want to come in, practice, you want to play, you want to be slowful, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then guess what? You won't be out there performing. And then when you see that, then it helps you to straighten your act and get yourself up together. Respect, I'm really big on respect. There's only one woman on the team, and that is I, Coach B. If you feel like you're more woman than me, then I tell you not to come back. I haven't had any of those issues, but you have some who will come in and they may try it or whatever. But I'm really big on respect. Your grades have to be up to par, and just like everybody else says, sisterhood, fun, and ready to work.
So I know this is off topic, but we do got the MECCA Awards coming up. And I hope y'all let them young ladies go and nominate themselves. I hope y'all sent it to everybody who was able to nominate these young ladies. Cause this award show is for y'all. And Robin does a lot to make this show happen. And I just wanted, her hard work really don't go in vain. So like these now, a lot of people don't take these nominations serious. It's not a vote. It's just literally nominating your team. So I hope that because tonight the nominations close, y'all. Like this is the last night for nominations, and we going into the award show. And I just wanted to know. I hope y'all have nominated them girls because they deserve it for all the hard work that they've been putting out this year. So for everybody that's watching in the comments, tonight is the dance show. My next show will be captains. I'm going to do the captains from these teams with the blessings from their coaches, of course. I'm going to have the captains from each team on. And I want to do the same thing because we're hearing from the coaches, but I also want to hear from the young ladies that. So, and then after that, man, I'm willing to do a palm squad show. I don't care. Listen, I'm this our platform. Like a lot of people don't realize this. Are you serious? We just went crazy for nothing. But listen, this for us, y'all. Like New Orleans, we don't really have too many people that really put us on the map. So this us. Regardless to how people may feel about crucial conflict, this our show. So any way I can help put any team, any auxiliaries, please hit us up. That's what we here for. So anybody that want to get a color guard show, I don't care. If you from New Orleans and you want to be a part of this panel, please hit me up and we will make it happen. I know a lot of y'all was nervous at first. I really just wanted to give y'all flowers. That's all. I really just wanted to give y'all flowers and let people know, like, even though we serious with each other when it's time to battle, it's all this is in love at the end of the day. So yes, I want to do color guards, whatever y'all need. So let's get it cracking. My son is crazy, y'all. He full. He ain't mentally crazy. He just be tripping when I get on this show. He hate when I do it. So that's him trying to get my attention.
You know what I would like when you do the flag twirling segment and the majorette segment. I wonder why they don't want to try out for like the flag teams on the colleges. I know it's only one big flag, and I know New Orleans we used to that too. But I just want them to continue. Every time I talk to girls that are on flag teams with us, they never want to move to that one flag. But I want them to do it so they won't stop. I just hope that they talk about that too.
Yeah, we listen. We're gonna listen. We're gonna most definitely like this y'all's man. Like I want people to like because a lot of the sponsors like this is my first time ever like meeting Michelle. Like I ain't never like really had a run-in with her, so I know when she saw my DM, she probably like, who the fuck is this dude? But I really wanted her to know like this wasn't. It really wasn't on no crazy shit. Like because I know when people probably watch the show, they probably already got their notion. Like Crucial Conflict be on that other shit. But I really just wanted to do something where we start putting everybody in a positive light. Yeah, there's crucial conflict, and we most definitely about the conflict, but we also in love. So that was my whole purpose for this show. Because yeah, y'all getting y'all notoriety and people seeing y'all on the videos, but now I want the people to see the coaches, the ladies that's putting this together and making this happen. So yeah, even though y'all ain't have no faith in me at first, my line sister Tuda did. I love her for that. She
Yeah,
knew that I was serious.
he been trying to do this since January, maybe even December. Honestly, I think January. You talked about it at the combine.
We
That
talked
you
about it
had
at the
this
combine
idea.
and before the combine. So yeah.
Yeah. I actually probably last summer during All Star
Yeah, man.
that
So
you
I'm
really
just
wanted
happy
to
that
do a
y'all
dance
did
thing.
come on and give it a chance because I really was serious about just the love part. Yeah, we all about the conflict over here, but guess what? Tonight we wasn't on the conflict. We was just really here in love tonight. So I'm happy that y'all came on and really rocked with us tonight. Real talk. There go T King. Y'all know what's about to happen now. I don't
My
want no
Lord.
oh, here come T Carroll. Every time T Carroll hit the scene, y'all know what's about to happen. T King said he don't want to hear all that nice shit.
We
I mean, we are nice. Ask the question. What's the question, T King?
I do want to. I'm gonna say this. I love y'all dancers, but that Majorette show went up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That Majorette show was crazy. I didn't expect for that Majorette show to go the way it did. So we gonna see what's gonna happen. But the Majorettes, say Majorettes, we already had the
that's who we
show.
gonna get the reality TV from. Them.
Oh yeah, the Majorettes. I wasn't ready for the Majorette show. I thought like it was gonna be like this. Nah, Majorettes was on a whole nother level. I wasn't prepared for them.
Cause they battle scare me.
Yeah,
We got
man, they
work to do.
posted them in the HBCU Uncut group, and everybody like thought it was about to be a fight. And I thought like people don't know that's just culture.
Yeah.
That's what we have that a lot of these other places don't have, bro. And like I don't want people to get that misconstrued. We got culture here, bro. So we got stuff here that's going on that nobody else have. So appreciate it while we still have it because everybody trying their hardest to take it away. So appreciate this culture that we have that nobody else have. When these out of town bands come here, this is their Super Bowl. We in the Super Bowl every week when we got to see each other. They come here for 1 week out the year, and this is their Super Bowl. Imagine being here all year. Every time you see a different team, it's the Super Bowl. They come here for y'all. They come here for us. So most definitely appreciate this culture. Believe that. Are there any college teams your team is inspired by?
Yeah, I kind of inherited the style of my team, so I try to keep them in that J set GG bucket since that's kind of what most of the old material I guess mimics and a sprinkle of motion. But if I had to put them in a bubble, that probably would be it.
For us, traditionally, it was doll, but we have girls who are more fascinated with other stuff. So I would say we do a little doll here and there. I am infatuated with the stingette. So sometimes when you see stuff, it'll be stingette style. And they're now gravitating towards motion. But we have J set stuff when it's fast. But as far as the GGs, that's not an Eastern thing. So yeah. So I would say stingettes, dollish motion, and then every now and then J set.
Oh Lord. Say, bro,
I
I
just,
thought we was gonna have a
you
good
know,
night. No,
I
listen,
come
I
on,
thought we
I
was gonna
come,
have Johnny. I'm not for it tonight.
the burger. Can I
This
talk?
is for
Damn,
dance
I'm not
team.
always controversial. Burger, I just want to commend you on what you're doing. You're doing a fabulous job. You hosted a nice show. You did
Ain't
it
nobody
without
but
us,
Lord
man.
that.
And you did it without us, man. You did it, dog. Hey, shout out to all the
because I
dancing
didn't think.
coaches out there. You hear me? Shout out to all the dancing coaches out there. Y'all doing a phenomenal job. Look, I really ain't start paying attention to the dance team to like maybe 2016, 2017-ish. And I have learned a lot. And some of y'all have taught me a lot about the culture of dance, which I appreciate. Uh, and I think that New Orleans has some of the finest dancers in the world. And not only some of the upcoming, but some of the coaches as well. So shout out to everything y'all do. Burger, you did it without us. I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you.
See, bro, it took him a while to trust me, Johnny, bro. He didn't trust me. It's probably because I ain't had no haircut. That's what it was. I should have got my haircut when I asked him to to do the show. I ain't have a haircut when I asked.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm just happy that you're doing this show, Burger. I'm about to log on. But hey, I just wanted to come give y'all flowers while, because when I'm in battle mode, I'm in a different mood. I'm not in
Don't
battle mode.
motivate you, right?
Nah, I'm not on that kind of time. I'm peaceful Van Buren right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. All y'all dancing fire. Just wanted to show y'all something. Burger, proud of you, big brother. I mean, little brother.
Little brother. I'm the big brother, but I'm the little brother.
Yeah, little big brother.
See, I told y'all, bro. People just really wanted, like, this show was like really about just giving y'all the platform, man. Do y'all have any questions? I'm tired of talking. What y'all got to say? We ain't been on here that long. Any questions that y'all want to ask each other, and any tips y'all want to give to dancers out here that may watch this show tonight and then get inspired by something y'all saying? Like, what's up? Come on, y'all. I need y'all to come out and share.
Anybody want to ask me a question? I'm curious what people.
Well, T, we know you gonna answer. I'm trying to get these people out these shells who
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Coach B, Jamani, and Shell,
What can I
Tootie,
answer?
and them been talking all night. I want to hear from y'all, man. What's going on?
I couldn't talk because I was backstage for the.
I know you. Look, guess what? He back
I
there. I don't know what he doing. He probably tearing my house up, but he back there.
I wanted to before Johnny nicely interrupted. I feel like Carver style has definitely like changed over the course since I've been there because I've been there so long. But I think we inspired by everything. I think like everything inspires us, and like especially like the girls, trying to get them to be more creative and make up stuff like and just like seeing what they can bring to the table. So I think we inspired by like colleges. I think we inspired by other teams and even like LSU Golden Girls. Like I've been Annie or okay and since then, you know what I'm saying? But I think like inspiration comes from everywhere.
T King trying to. We asked that already. T King, we off that. You should have been here an hour ago. That goes to show you. You snooze, you lose.
Yeah, I think I just gotta answer. Can I answer the question, Burger?
You good? This you, Coach. Go ahead, line sister. Get your rocks off, babe.
I'm saying I don't know if we completely inspired by a particular university. I think
Hey, baby.
for me, oh, I think for me, we want to create our own lane and our own style. And I'm thinking, since everybody else is doing everything else, like the Jacksons, the Southerns, and the whatever, I'm thinking as an art school, we're trying to lean toward all the arts that we take, like everything that incorporate stuff that we've learned in classes and inspired by actually the arts part of everything to make our style and to create the things that we create. So that's why y'all see different things like why would they put that there? Because that's what feels good. That's what we've been doing
See,
all.
for
Baby,
me,
that
I,
reveal
I
video.
The reveal video, yeah. Thank you.
I
Thank
text
you.
you immediately.
I think y'all I look at your accounts and I be like, that is some wild stuff. Like I would have never thought to put certain stuff there. But I like that stuff though. So I really do think like I commend y'all team, like y'all are very creative.
Put it back.
Thank you so much. Now, I love to hear that from another coach because I always tell everyone how good y'all are, and I want us to always do that. Tell each other when they're doing a good job. But I think that reveal video was something I don't even know why I thought about it, but I said, you know what, we need to slay everything in sight. And everybody's like, Coach, what are you talking about? I said, Mortal Kombat, Katana. Katana is a badass lady. I said, we need to put that on. And they think I'm weird all the time. But once I set it in motion, they start creating. They just start from the arts perspective of it because that's our lane and that's what we do. So
Burger, somebody in the comments said Carver came out on motorbikes, but that wasn't us. That was John Mack with GG. That was Coach GG who had John Mack come out with the motorbikes. Talk about the Battle of the Bands before Katrina.
That was a 2003 or 2004?
One of them, but that was GG at John Mack. That wasn't Carver.
Chill out.
Yeah, what GG did, girl? Tell me what GG did, girl.
John Mack dance team came out. They had like the Battle of the Bands at the Superdome or something, and they came out on motorbikes.
Say, can we play the reveal video from Yaks?
The Stingettes did that too at the they opening game. The vet.
Y'all want to play Can we play the Yaks video, the reveal video that everybody talking about?
Yeah.
I never even saw it.
Yeah.
Say, Robin, play that video for me. I want to see it.
Play it.
Yeah, it was different. Like
It was good.
It was real different. Like it was something nobody ain't seen.
It's like a movie.
Robin gonna play it for us because I never saw it. It about to be my first time seeing it.
Really,
I never saw it.
Fire.
You supposed to be my partner. See that?
Yeah, it was all over the media.
You my line sister for life.
In the shadowy abyss of our existence, heed these chilling words. Your teams venture into an accursed yard cloaked in a facade of bravery, yet ignorance veils them from the grim reality that awaits. They stand at a point of inevitable confrontation, where the flames of their enemies scorch their souls, and the abyss of blue heat engulfs their very essence. We possess a singular, malevolent mastery, an art perfected through merciless savagery. Do not for a moment underestimate the malevolent force that stands before you, for there are horrors far grimmer than mere mortality. Test your resolve, for the outcome may prove devoid of salvation. Ladies, unleash your darkest power and usher in their doom.
Your life ends now.
Finish 'em.
waste my time.
Smash Time is in the building.
Kitana wins.
Boy, that shit was cool as fuck. That was my first time seeing that. I ain't even gonna hold you. That shit was like a full production. Line Sister, you did that one. That was the big one. Now I never saw that. That was my first time seeing it.
Listen, to get some children to trust you to do that shit, like I have the best team in the world because they didn't say it. They might have said it in their mind, but they didn't say it to me. They didn't say, Coach T, what? We are not doing none of that. Like what? They went
None of them
with
trying to know no Mortal Kombat neither. That's the fuck because none of them know what it is. They too young.
what I had to do is send them videos of Katana, and they say they brothers or somebody used to play it. So I had to send them videos of the movements that she did while she was fighting. And I said, y'all think about movements that we do in dance and modern dance and jazz that might inspire the movement of the fan. Think about it like that. And so think you fighting each other, or you fighting who in front of you, or you're fighting who. You're telling a story to the world on what you're about to come and do. And so we got in here and brainstormed. People thought it was a joke at first. We had to put them out. And then we had like a bass crew that, made everything up. And then once the rest of them saw what was happening, they was like, oh, this is some real shit. Like, she's serious. She's serious. And then when I found the music, they got into it. And like, I mean, everybody usually thinks I'm weird when I make up stuff. That's why I usually be quiet, but they go with it. And like, I got the best team in the world. So yeah.
Shout out Smash Time on the video, man. Like that was really fire. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was fire.
Yet he was scared too. He was like, Tiff, what? We doing what? I don't know. He was scared actually a little bit until he saw it and started getting into it. When he got in and started shooting it, and he started shooting from different angles. And I was like, I want them to do this and that. And this is the outlook and the vision. He actually started believing in me too and believing in the vision that I had. And he just went with it. So yeah, you just got to have people to believe in you, that, and to trust you, that you're not making a fool of what they're doing, and it just comes together. So yeah.
So guess what? Nah, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm waiting on the next video now. I'm waiting on the 24 videos now, bro. That's what I mean when I say like creativity. That's crazy. Now I get what y'all was saying. Like I never saw that before. Yeah, I didn't. I love your line, sister, but I never saw it before.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these ladies on here do a lot of different styles of dance, and I'm tired of people holding us hostage of what they think dance should be and dance teams should look like. And I feel like I made a statement for them too, not just me, that we can use everything that we have learned in our mind to create. We don't have to be in this little box of what other people think. They're just throwing stands and regular stands in the gym. Like, come on. Like, I know every last one of y'all can do more than what you're doing too. Because it's there. It's just that we just we're thinking, does it fit? Is it supposed to go? So yeah. I guess I'm saying too much now. I'm sorry.
Wait, let the OG speak. Y'all let the OG speak. They dropping knowledge. They don't come and drop knowledge to the young folk too much.
And I guess you said you asked about advice to the girl, like for any dancers that's watching, whether you're on somebody's team currently, whether you aspire to be, whether you're in middle school about to try out for any of the high school teams. You have to take yourself seriously first and take the craft seriously. Compared to everybody on this call, when we were coming up, y'all have so many resources. To where honestly, you don't even have to go to dance school if you just do the YouTube beginner ballet, beginner jazz. There are people for free 99 literally teaching you, just how to hold your body, how to hold your arms, how to hold your neck, just the fundamentals before, because the team is going to teach you their style, even though none of us truly have, our own style, but the counts and all that's going to come later. But if nothing else is kind of in place, you're kind of ruining your chances of making that team, because I know when I'm judging for high school, I'm the easiest. I had some of my girls telling me that there's girls at the school that were, once they found out I was the coach, because of All-Star, they were scared. I hold All-Star up here. It's not the same standard as far as when I'm judging, because All Star is only 2 months. You have to be perfect in auditions. I don't hold high schoolers like that because I get that there's a growing period. But I had a girl that was just laughing the whole time. Like, she didn't really know much, but I'm like, why are you giggling the whole time? Like, it's just a jazz walk. And it's like she literally wasn't taking it seriously. So it's just simple things like that can really hurt your chances of making the team. Because I think a lot of us, like I said, you're nervous. We're nervous too because we want to pick the best, girls for that year. But at the same time, we're not judging as if you're trying to make Pelicans or Saints crew. Like, it's not, what I'm saying? Like, it's the seriousness is the same, but as far as how we're judging, it isn't as we want the best that's coming to the table at that point in time. So you always want to make a good impression from the time you walk in the door. Even if, like I say, even if your skill level isn't the best in the room, that doesn't matter. Maybe your presence was the best in the room. Maybe when you were waiting for your turn, you were at attention, paying attention. Maybe you asked good questions. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you asked good questions. Maybe your freestyle was the best and you showed something that, that, okay, well, this is an asset that we can use this year. Anything can happen in a tryout. But I see a lot of times that, I don't know, some girls take it for a joke for whatever reason. And that can get you cut really fast if you really truly aspire. So really use your resources and take it seriously.
So I have a question. What do y'all tryout process look like? Like audition process? Or is it like lucrative? Like I don't know.
For me, I did just one day. I may do multiple days this year. I haven't decided, but we went through all of the technical components that I needed them to do. It was just basic, just the jazz walk, just the regular straight leap, right and left, second leap, calypso, just the if everybody know this, the basics, not really switch leaps, turning this, nothing that was too far left. Um, so we went through all of that first. Of course, I stretched them and warmed them up myself because a lot of times they don't stretch on their own either. Um, Taught them to dance. It was very short. Drilled it, gave them like an hour to truly drill it, and then um, we went through the exact same technical process. And I kind of have my score sheets rated like 1 to 5, and I had a panel of people, and I just took whoever was over a certain number. I just took all of them. So I had a number that I felt like was a good benchmark for what was there, and then I took everybody over there to make it easy on myself. And that was it for
During
me.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That was it.
Oh, during COVID, we did virtual, and I loved it. And I don't think I'm ever going to deviate from that. I think it shows you a lot because if you notice, colleges now, a lot of them have a virtual audition, and you need to know how to submit it on time and make sure your lighting is right and make sure that you follow the directions that they sent you. So we do a virtual round at Carver. And then there's judges who pick, but there is a difference. So the vets have a different virtual tryout than incoming people who knew. Cause like I said before, if you're not growing, you're dead. Excuse me. And then they come in. If you make it past virtual, you come in and you do like a live audition. So like you go across the floor, you learn to dance, and then there's an interview process. And then after the interview process, everybody does the dance and it gets tallied up and you find out right there.
For us, it's a long period. Well, I'm not gonna say a long period. It's a week process, and we do the virtual round first too. So we do the virtual round, and then we pick our girls from the virtual round, and then we do a workshop where it's like showcase your talent, although you're going to get like the experience of what it's like to be on the team. So you're going to train as if you were an eaglet. And then following that, we give out the invitation only auditions, and then once you get to that audition, you do the required skills that we ask you to have. We do across the floor, and then we do interviews as well. And then we turn around and do like whatever the dance was, and then they don't find out until probably a week or so later. But something we're implementing this year was adding the vets re-auditioning as well, because we are implementing the tracking their growth too, because they had a evaluation thing set in place, but we didn't think a lot of the vets took the evaluation serious. And by me coming in new, It was kind of difficult for like last season because the vets didn't really take it serious. It's like, okay, well, we are requiring you to do an evaluation, and it was like, come up with your own choreography and this, and it's like you get in there and it's like, okay, show us your choreography, and it's like something that's like you just made it up in the hallway. So we decided this season to make everybody re-audition.
At Carver, everybody re-auditions every year. Everybody has to go through the audition process. It just keeps you on your toes. That's how it is in college. You have to re-audition. And I believe it was Coach B who said, like, there's always going to be somebody, like, better than you or something, or there's always going to be, like, you don't want people to get, like, complacent and be like, oh, I've been on team 3 years, I got this. Because, no, everybody has to try out every year.
When are the tryouts for each one of your teams? Somebody asked that in the comments. When are tryouts for y'all teams?
Well, go ahead, T. You go first, and then you can say if you got a date.
Sometime in March, because we have to start early. And everybody try out every year. And I make it as if they're auditioning for a college team, because that's the goals. And I'm scared of workshops because every time I've had a workshop, it scares people away. And I don't want them to think that all the girls that's on Blue Heat dance team started where they are now. Like most of the time I had to teach them from scratch too. So I feel like it's a deterrent for me. And then I have a whole panel full of judges that make sure they pick the right people. And most of them are on here. And Coach K and Gigi and Tootie and
Yeah, about 15 people.
yeah. So they all help me and they all figure out if they're teachable. That's all I need to know, if they're teachable or not. Yeah.
You know what I don't like? You see how all those Baton Rouge schools having tryouts already? Like in New Orleans, you gotta wait till after one app. In Orleans Parish. Well, I prefer to wait until after one app because that's when people find out what school they're going to. So you can have a tryout in March. Every year I get a girl who like gets on the team or makes the team, and then the one app, like if I do it before one app, they got placed at Livingston or something. You know what I'm saying? So I try to wait until after one app is done so everybody knows what school they're going to. And last summer was the first summer where there was just one app. Before it used to be 3 rounds, so it would be almost June before everybody was enrolled in school. So Carver's tryout is going to be after one app. Whenever one app gets released and people find out what school they're going to.
Y'all can answer those questions if they come up live, y'all. If y'all see them, because they asking y'all questions.
So for us, ours is March for children who are currently at Easton, and then we're doing something new where we're accepting freshmen because that's not something that we normally do. And our freshmen audition, freshmen and transfer audition will happen after one app as well, because they said that they used to do ninth grade, but the problem that you run into was the same problem that they ran into, and it was like they cut it short. It was like they wasn't even going to deal with that to touch ninth grade. But now we have 2 separate tryouts, one for current students and then one for the ninth and transfers.
Yeah, mine is probably going to be the first week of April. But follow all of the teams that you're considering, and all of our stuff honestly goes on there.
Y'all see that question? Y'all see that question?
How to pick the captains?
Yeah, Dusty, you already determined leadership captains?
No.
For us, no.
No.
The leadership determines the leadership of the captain.
Yeah. And for us, our leadership, like, even though we have a captain currently throughout the season, we announced our captain when it was. When that season started, we start looking at your leadership abilities. Like, because sometimes girls get in leadership auditions and they tell you what you want to hear, and what you hear don't align with what they actually do. So we look at, like, how are you throughout the season? Were you one of those girls when we had performances that was outside of school requirements? Did you jump up and say, I'm gonna do it? Or were you one of those girls that was like, oh, I don't want to do this, I'm only gonna do what's required of me? If you stepped up in practice when your leader was busy doing something, was you helping somebody else? How did you improve the team even though you wasn't a leader?
Oh my God. Y'all know these children right now think that they deserve something just because they've been on a team for 3 or 4 years. They think it's mine. Like they don't have to do nothing. It's like they think everything's supposed to be given to them. And that's not what it is. Like you got to show me. You have to show me you deserve to be captain. So that's a lot in that. What you think, y'all?
Yeah, it's like when you,
I agree.
if I'm asking you to dance fill out, were you the one that always dance fill out? When
Well,
I say
yep.
everybody come with an 8 count or everybody come with something, were you coming with material? Because they have people that till this day I've asked them to make up something and they still haven't brought anything, and they don't realize that we remember all of this. How can you be captain and you have yet to, bring something to the table? Are you the one that's always leaving your outfit? Your mama got to run home because you didn't forgot a shoe. You don't have this. You don't have that. Your hair not the same. It's just, it's all of those things matter in leadership. And that's answers the question of how do we pick captains? I'm sure we all pick. It's based on their day to day activity. Are you always in detention? Are your parents always got to talk to us because you having problems? Are you? Is it? It's not about the dancing. I mean, of course, it is about the dancing, but it's way more than the dancing because everybody can get in the front throw 8 count. I threw my girls to the front, right? They didn't even know they was gonna do it for parade season. They all did a great job, but outside of that, I have some. They scare me. I gotta stay on them 24/7. I'm like, you
Yeah.
probably will leave your head at home if we didn't make sure that if it wasn't attached to your body.
Are you are you selfish? Are you helping other people? Like, I mean, you supposed to run a team. If I'm not there and
Yep.
everybody's sitting down on their phone, you don't
Yep.
think nobody's gonna decide, y'all, Coach T's not here. We better get up and start practicing. Like, who is the person to initiate that? Like,
Yeah.
who is that person? That's the person I want.
And accountability. Like, who's gonna be like the first person to say, yeah, I messed up, or I wasn't doing that, or holding other people accountable. Like, even though that's your friend, how they be, but that's your friend, but that's your friend. But even if that's your friend, if your friend on the team is not holding their weight, or you gonna be able to be like, that's not cool. That's not what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Accountability plays a big part. And like Tootie said, everybody on the team could dance. So like I don't do like a leader tryout because everybody could dance. I know all y'all could dance. That's not the point. But I'm running late. I got my baby's sick. I can't come. Can you do this while I'm gone? Or like my captain for parade season. I love my captain. But like one day she texted me was like, Coach, I'm going to be late because I'm going to get the Gatorades and this, that, and the third because whoever was supposed to get it didn't get it. And I want to make sure the team has it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, I'm going to be late because of this. They got some people who you get to the school and they're not even like, where you at? Don't even. And I tell them like, no call, no show is a real thing. You try to teach them like responsibilities, but like, yeah, no, I don't think seniority matters.
And
How do
it's not
y'all
just
deal
outside
with
of the team. Social
how do
media.
y'all deal with problematic parents? Because I'm sure all y'all done had that happen before.
I haven't mastered that yet.
So would you put a child off if you can't deal with the parent?
I'm going to from this day forward.
I have never had to do that. I love all
Me
the
either.
redneck mamas. And there are gonna be sometimes, people are gonna advocate for their children, and you want people to advocate for their children. You know what I'm saying? But I think that like started off in the beginning. Like I think every time when they get on the team, Tiffany be laughing at me. I was like, look, this my team. This not your mama team. This my team. And so I'm gonna tell you how to wear your hair. I'm gonna tell you what you can and cannot post on social media. If your mama let you drink a daiquiri, that's fine. If you had to repass drinking a daiquiri, but do not post that daiquiri on social media, or you will be off my team. Or hey, I said the hair had to be this length, and they had with this length, and that's your child. That's what you want to do with their hair, but they cannot perform. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
And I think once you like establish that in the beginning, but that goes back to having like a administrative team that's gonna back you up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, making sure that like the school is gonna back you up. And they'll have parents that will like fight the contract too. And I make my parents sign the contract also because I've had times where like before where parents didn't sign it and then the mama was like, I ain't signed, I didn't agree to that. And so now guess what? You and your mama have to sign this contract. And I always say, if you don't want to sign the contract, that's fine. Then you just not on the team. You don't have to sign it, but I think like establishing that in the beginning, I've never had that problem. I've had problems that parents didn't agree with, what I wanted to do, but it's never been a point where I had to put somebody off for it.
Yeah, and I think having great communication with your parents also helps. That way, if they do have a problem before it gets too far left, y'all can figure it out. Because it could be something that they didn't understand, something that the child maybe communicated incorrectly. Because I have a group with my parents and I have a group with my dancers, and I send them the dancing stuff is more, long and drawn out because you need to know exactly what's happening. But the parents, they get a shorter version, but they still know what's happening. Can't practice cancel. This performance coming up. This is what they need to wear. This is what they need. Yada yada. Like I said, I rarely had by me coming into a new situation. The first thing I did was call each parent, and I talked to them about things they maybe have not didn't like last year, things they did like. Because like I said, I wasn't here, so I didn't want them to issues that they may have had last year, they're not my issues because I wasn't here. But I still wanted them to be open and honest with me about what could have been better. That way I don't make the same mistake or, repeat something that they just didn't agree with or didn't like. So that was what I did personally as a coach. I talked to every single parent to just get an understanding of what happened because they all coming into the new year kind of hesitant and a little angry because stuff just didn't go as well as they wanted to. So I was coming into like a rough situation parent wise, but this year it was really no issues. Like I said, but communication is that definitely helped because they'll text me immediately, like they have to check the child out if there's something happened, or literally anything. Me and my parents communicate, and so I've never had to make it go. It didn't get up to no administrative level, and if it did, it was the principal talking to me to get clarification about something. But it's really having great communication can help mediate some issues that people do have with parents, honestly.
For me, I haven't really had any parental issues coming in. I was welcome with open arms, so they already had set the foundation every year of what they was gonna tolerate, what they're not gonna tolerate. So the parents normally go with the flow. Now, if they have an issue, I don't never hear it, but I haven't really dealt with anything like that.
My parents gonna tell me if something's wrong. They ain't gonna keep it to themselves. I love them. Like they are the most passionate parents. I mean, they are there. Like y'all know, your ex parents are the best parents. If we have an event, now y'all know that all the bleachers are gonna be filled with
Oh
Yaks fans.
yeah, I ain't gonna cap. That
Yes,
first year at Beat the Leap, it felt like Yak sold 2,000 tickets. I ain't lying.
yes. They are gonna ride for their children. I love it. It's just sometimes they just ride a little too much. I just want them to pull back just a little bit. Just give me the child. Don't be scared. Just give them to me.
What if
That's
the
it.
kid not that good and then the mama be tripping like, why my baby ain't this? And then your daughter already not really like that? Like, I know that's got to be a situation where you like, fuck. I'm trying to work with this child who already ain't like that. And you making this hard.
Ooh, child, y'all can talk.
Communication. I mean, it really all boils down to communication.
Yeah.
Are y'all honest with them and say, cause like I ain't gonna lie, I'll tell parents when it come to band kids, like, he fucking poo. And now I see why he poo, because you, the mama, you uphold that shit.
No,
He already poo. And then I'm talking to you. I see where he getting this shit from.
no, it's not that
I
harsh.
don't
But I
think it's
have
that
had
blunt like
instances.
that.
Yeah, not
Like,
like that.
yeah.
I have had
See,
instances
I be
where I had
feeling
to
like a lot of times
explain.
you have to be, because the parents, you be having to like take some of them down a lot of notches. Like, hold on, this dude not good.
No,
So
not
I
like
don't know
that.
if it's at home or what's going on, but
Mm-mm.
y'all gotta chill.
Mm-mm.
No, I had an
No.
instance where I had to explain that their child was in danger of not performing because they weren't doing everything they needed to do. They needed to practice more at home. Literally, I think it was it was something I sent to the parents, and I was like, I could tell that they're not taking it seriously. It's something I sent long drawn out, and after that, they was like, I'm gonna make sure she at home doing this. They like what's on their tail. They're like, you're not about to make me pay all this money and not dance. So it's not in that way you saying it, but it is. There have been instances where I had to one on one talk to the parents about the level their child was at, even after working with them for so long. And it's
Yeah.
like it's not me at this point. They need to be
I
doing
ain't gonna
everything.
lie to y'all, the band hit totally different because the mamas be tripping. Like, they be thinking, like, listen, I get it. I want my mama to support me. But hey, y'all gotta start being transparent with y'all parents. Like, hey,
I
mom,
think we are
hey,
transparent. I don't think it's that way how you are. But for us, we do cuts for everything. And first thing I tell my girls is, if you get cut, don't send your mama to me to ask me why you get cut. You explain to your mama why you got cut. Because if I'm fixing something over and over again, I'm not gonna constantly do that. You have to take the initiative to want to fix it. Now, if you choose not to fix it and you don't make cuts, then you gotta explain that to your mama. So by me having that system, a lot of the parents trust my judgment most of the time. Now, like I said, I don't know if they have an issue because they don't really tell me nothing. They normally just go with the flow with me.
I respect y'all because y'all dealing with like girls and their mamas. So like, especially with like when it is in respect to the band, the moms like kind of like go far. Like if I told your kid what to wear for the performance, I've been texting it in a group. I told the band verbatim, and he show up here without that. Bye,
Then you
go
won't
home.
perform.
Bye. So when your mom come here, I don't really want to talk because I ain't gonna say it nice. Cause I've been telling him for a week. I've been telling you because everything that I told them, I told it to you. And then you gonna come here and get an attitude with me, and your son left everything at home. So guess what? You and your son go home. We'll figure it out next time. We'll figure it out next go round. I ain't nice when it come to that, especially when I done said something twice. This is my second time saying it. Oh, you just don't care. And I told you and your mom, yeah, you can go ahead and bring him home. I don't care if he came all the way here. He ain't gonna perform today.
Yeah, and y'all also have way more students to deal with than us. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
us is not that we can reel those issues in quick. But if y'all got, 50 plus, almost pushing 100, some people that's
We
heavy
ain't got
parents
50 yet.
gotta deal with.
We almost there. We
I
almost
mean, but
there.
still, compared to us, to what? I got 9. Coach T got the biggest, I think, so far. What you got? Like 18, 17. So it's no
19.
more than 20 on any given team. Not even that for most of us. So we don't have that many parents to deal with. And normally, once they have the good, like a good group of parents, the other parents that's in the background kind of just follow along and kind of just go with the flow. They trust. Let's see, if your veteran parents vouch for you, the new parents kind of just follow the system. Honestly.
Yeah, I
Have y'all
have like 3 or 4 parents that kind of help me out, with everybody else. Like that, the little ride or die parents that's always there.
have y'all ever had to deal with a parent after their child get cut for say they don't make the team? And you ever had to like talk to a parent in that situation? Because I've been around and saw that where like the mama really think it's something personal. Like, oh, you don't like my baby. That's why you ain't pick her. Like, and I'm like,
Me, I haven't really. It wasn't a you don't like my baby. I didn't really pick apart. It was more so of, can you look at her again tomorrow to see if she's gonna improve? And I was like, no, because if I look at her again tomorrow, then all the other girls who got cut, I'm gonna have to look at them again tomorrow. That's the only thing I have ever got in regards to cuts. But the other part, no.
I'm jealous. I have had all those problems. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I had all those problems. They want to see double the score sheets. They want to recount it. They want the
Yes.
whole tryout to start all over again. They want they want to be present. They want to go to the president. They want to go. They like Jesus. Like they got other dance teams out here that's just as good as Blue Heat. It's not gonna kill you. Let them try for somewhere else. But Lord have mercy. It must be me. I'm just too nice.
you is lying, sister. You is too nice. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be having to tell Coleman sometime, like, bruh, did you just tell that lady that? Like, chill. Like, bruh, like if you know, you know. Like that dude be having me like, I can't say niggas, then I'm gonna get cursed out. I'm like, bro, well, maybe you. I think you went a little bit too hard. What could the band community do more to support y'all programs?
Oh, I don't know.
I guess when
Well,
we
Oh, you
have
know what they could do?
fundraisers support, I don't know.
You know what they could do? Move out the way. Like, you know how they have like the
Facts.
so like for Bacchus, Carver band or some band. I don't even know who the band was. They had the line of
Craigmont.
videographers. They had a line of videographers, and then they just had people. And like the dance team had no room to dance, and it was like people with cigarettes, people with their daiquiris, and it was just like they would not move out the way.
So let me give y'all some advice on that. When you make a move out your way, you that perform, right?
No,
So
listen,
y'all that perform, they gotta go.
it was so crowded. Or like even like last year when we battled Aid for homecoming, they had so many people on the field because they wanted to see that like the dancers couldn't even see each other. Cause like and
Yeah, they
like
gotta back up.
it was just little old me, and like them men, they was like not moving. Cause I'm like, y'all could hear the band from wherever y'all at. Just back up a little bit. You could hear the band, but we
Oh no, I'm
can't see the
standing on
children.
business. Get out the way. I'm telling niggas straight up, watch out. I ain't got no chill. Watch out. They performing, not you. Get the fuck out the way.
Yeah, I think like backing up would help a lot because sometimes it's like too much, and we get that everybody want to see and get up close, but it just be too much sometimes.
That's why they gotta get on page with the director too. Hey, we ain't about to strike up no song until these niggas move. They gotta move. So the directors too, that's kind of on them too. Hey, I know y'all in the heat of the moment, but look, this dance team ain't got the space they need to perform. So hey, I don't think you need to call off the song right now. I need these people to back up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this. It's certain bands that they just respect enough that they're not gonna do it to them. So I need that same respect for my group too. Cause I can get ignorant as a motherfucker, but I don't want to do that. So look, just give us some space so my girls or they can do what they need to do. I be saying niggas with their iPhone 5 trying to record it. Boy, if you don't get your stupid ass from over here.
Tootie said donations. Listen, being like I think when Berger was talking, I was thinking another thing, not shading the band or nothing, but like the band budget might be like their warm up suits, their spats, but like to be on
$100.
like a dance team, it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It is
expensive, and so you
expensive.
can
Yeah.
understand a parent sometimes. You can understand a parent being like, I paid this money and this child not gonna get to wear this uniform. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, yeah, donations. If you want to contribute, donate. See, like what teams need or how you can help. Cause being on a marching unit period is expensive. But like hair, makeup, multiple pair of shoes. If your team don't wear gloves, then your nails might have to be done. Like it's a lot.
Good hair.
Insights for every event.
Make sure we say good hair, because all that hair
Not
don't
pack
be
hair.
hairy.
No
Yeah.
packet.
All that hair don't be hairy. And I saw some of it, I was like, poor child, it was her mama's fault. It wasn't her fault.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I
Stockings rip. You're gonna go through like you got 10 football games, you're going through like 22 pair of stockings.
Yep.
damn.
Yeah, they don't make them the same no more. I still have stockings from like 10 years ago that barely got rips. I'm like, yeah, this not the same material. It ain't the same.
So being that we mentioned hair, how do y'all feel about like the length of hair in dancing? Like, do y'all require a certain length, or
Mm-hmm.
because right now what I struggle with is I like it short. I don't really care for that long stuff. And then some of the girls are like, I want to wear my 30 inches, and I'm like, 30 inches to dancing for what?
For me, I think it goes with like the look. Like what is the look that we're trying to go for, and what is the costume, you know, for me. So I don't really have it just depends on what they're wearing. For me, I don't really have like a set length because sometimes I feel like some stuff just need to be extra long for me, you know. But I think everybody different.
Yeah. 18 inches for me because I don't want the hair to be dancing for them. I want them to be dancing, and sometimes it end up in
See,
their
this is how I
face.
feel about though.
Then they trying to get it out their face the whole time, like, and they tussling and fighting with hair. But I mean,
And
that's
that's
just
my pet peeve. I don't like that.
yeah.
This is how I feel about when you put a number on it. I'm taller than Tootie, right? So we could both get 18 inches, but they're not gonna be the same length.
Yeah, I say
18
armpit length
inches.
for mine.
Yeah, when I
If
do
it's
stuff,
if it's
if I do
curls,
have a
like
length,
if it's curl.
if I do have a length, we do like a body part because 18 inches might be like here on me, but because Tootie's shorty, it might
Yeah,
be
that's too long
longer.
for me.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
But if it's a
So
ponytail or the half up, half down, we specify length, so it all can look the same.
Coach B, you went like a different route and did the braids for parade season. I noticed.
So I did the braids because we all went on a cruise after Mardi Gras. So like I know a lot that was a big talk. Oh, I hate braids, it's tacky, it's trifling. For me, for this particular parade season, braids worked because the majority of us left the day after Mardi Gras and we went on a cruise. So I figured instead of, and I knew there would be swimming and doing whatever else, right? Once we got to Mexico. So I figured that it was easier for them to just style their braids in different styles as we performed for each parade. And it was just easier. So when we got caught in the rain, their braids still laid down. When it was cold, their braids still laid down, so it just when taking the poncho on, I mean putting a poncho on, taking it off, putting on, taking it off, their braids still laid. So I didn't have to worry about for this particular season. So even if they all turned right, there everybody's braided ponytail went left, right? So I don't know. It worked for me this year. We had never done braids before for a parade season, but I liked it.
Coach B, who is they?
Oh, just people out like all in the comments. I mean, I never did care about what others say, but if I see it and I feel like defending myself or my girls, then I will. But most times, like when we did the little battle with Douglas, that was, oh, they have braid. Like they talked about us bad online. They talked about them with the braids, but somebody even went as far as making a Facebook post and sharing it and just, oh, I hate it. They hate it with a passion, and it worked for me and mine. So because again, I
But
knew
see,
we were going on a cruise.
most of those people they be having something to say don't dance at all, and that be the problem for me.
Oh no,
That
these were people who are coaches of teams saying, yeah, this wasn't.
But for
Mhm.
me, it be people who don't dance. Like the spectators be the worst
Yeah,
critics
they
and
they
can't dance.
are. They are.
I'm letting y'all know I'm responding to everything. Fuck you and your mama. I ain't got no chill. Don't say nothing about nobody I'm rocking with, because I'm telling you, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got way more restraint than me. I see it all. I'm gonna respond. You won't be grown. I got something for you. Don't say nothing about my people. I got something to say too. I've been wanting to say it. So now I got a reason to. Cause these young ladies work too hard. Don't be I don't like that for me. I don't like that. You can
I don't
have
like it
your
either.
opinion, keep it in y'all group chat. If you got an opinion that you keep it in y'all group chat, I'm cool with it being in there. But once you go to bringing that shit to the internet, it's kind of like all the gloves off for me. Because at the end of the day, people got to realize these still kids. It's still
Yes.
That
somebody's
and
child.
that's the part that bothers me is that like whether you like what somebody is doing, right? You might not like call the dance team. You might not like how they dance. You might not like what they wear or whatever. At the end of the day, those children get there at 3:30. They stay till 6:30 and they work their butt off. You know what I'm saying? They work their butt off. So like I think it's just so like bold. I think it's just so like bold of you and also so like tech at the same
Hmm.
time to get on a keyboard and like talk about children who are trying to grow and working on their craft. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll never
Hmm.
get no credit for that. And like if you know anything about Carver Dance Team, especially
You
their
write
social
down my
media page,
schedule?
I'm uplifting everybody.
Yep,
I'm
that's how I
supporting
am.
everybody.
Yep.
I'm uplifting everybody because I feel like for the longest time Carver didn't get that support.
Hmm.
Carver, especially Carver's dance team, did not get that support, didn't get any accolades, didn't get no shout outs. And I had to teach my girls, you got to clap for yourself. You got to
Hmm.
clap for yourself because if you're sitting there and you wait for applause from somebody else, somebody not going to give it to you just because they don't like your coach.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
gonna be a
getting ready
coach
to
if
say that.
I don't like
A
their
lot of
coach,
it
so I'm
don't
not gonna
be
give them their
the
props.
kids, it be the personal relationships. It could be just niggas really don't like y'all. Let me say that to y'all. Y'all have a very popular, like y'all may have an unpopular job to y'all, but there's a lot of people wish they was in y'all shoes. So a lot of time the hate and the criticism never come from a real genuine place. It's coming from a place where they just don't like you, and half of them you really be finding out they don't know you. They don't even know you. Never had
No,
a
at
conversation
all.
with you. So for me,
But
but
then
I
a
ain't. I'm
lot
gonna
of
keep
it,
it funky. I'm addressing it. I'm gonna address it
see,
every rep.
I laugh at a lot of it, and like if it's like what
Mm-hmm.
Jesse said, if it's a subliminal message and it ain't directed directly at me, I don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's coming from a burner page or like a fake page or whatever, because like Tiffany knows she'll call me and be like, "Oh, Black, I don't know Black," or I'll send her something. You know what I'm saying? And everybody on here knows each other and have talked and stuff before, and so like back to what I was saying though, these children out here putting forth like their best. You know what I'm saying? You got ninth graders who 13 years old getting out here, and it's a lot to get out there, and you got 10 cameras in your face when you get under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You got Smash Time, Freshness, Band Life,
Mm-hmm.
um, all of them out there, and this camera on you. And then some you go online and you see somebody say something like you messing with children's like social emotional. You know what I'm saying? All because you want to be like nasty or something. So you really have to pour into your children and
You do.
like
You do.
you got to pour into them and keep them like focused and just like you guys it's so many words say fuck them. Like at the end of the day, who are you out here for? Who are you doing this for? You doing this for you. And if you're doing it for
Yep.
any other reason, then you doing it for the wrong reason.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And
Everybody
it's a
hearted in
life
the
lesson
right
because
place
the
though
world
too.
is cruel.
Everybody hearted in the right
No,
place when it
everybody
comes
heart
to,
ain't in the right place.
because I notice it with a lot of the band directors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't scared to say it. A lot of these niggas, they be doing it for self. They ain't doing it. They're doing it for to get their self notoriety, not these children, because that's the ones who performing and working fucking hard. So give them their flowers and let it be known that without them kids, you ain't really shit, my niggas.
That's why I
This is
say
for
y'all do whatever y'all want to do. We had braids for football season, and they said the same thing. We had braids. I don't care.
That's how I feel.
She's
Yep.
gonna do whatever she feel is best at the
Yep.
moment. I don't even look at that shit sometimes. The kids have to tell me because I don't even look at it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's like for us when I first came about and the style started changing from mostly doll to it being a combination of stuff. It was like, what happened? Why y'all not still doing doll? And why y'all not still doing this? And it was just a lot. And I was like, I had to let them know. I was like, yes, I do love the dolls, but at some point, like we gotta do something else.
Oh Lord, I got a question. I'm that old. Shit. All right. How's coaching changed pre and post Katrina? Man, a lot. Number one, as far as identity, the identity is different because I remember the 35. You knew who 35 was. You knew who Warren Easton was. Like because of their uniform, they used to wear a certain uniform, and you knew who they were. They had a certain style. You knew who they were. Not everybody's starting to kind of look alike. Everybody's starting to do the same things. But they had clear. So I went to St. Mary's, so that's the stuff that I used to look at and like, wow, I wanted to be them. Also, during parade season, those are the schools that I used to look at. They used to dance down the street, like they dance. Like, and that's kind of what I emulate Blue Heat behind. Like, it's gonna be a field show in the street. Like, we're not gonna just use arms. Like, that's where I first saw, like, because St. Mary's, we did like a little military type thing. But I saw the Eaglettes always doing some type of leap or something in the street. Like that, like I love that. That is changing. Also, I think everything is a little more mature now. which I'm going with it because I'm feeling it. I'm on the fence with it. The dancing is a little more mature than before, but things evolve. I'm not so old school where I don't understand that things are gonna change and things are gonna grow and things are gonna evolve. Of course, the hair, we used to wear natural hair all the time. Now it has to be weave and nothing else. Um, and that's what I can think of at the moment. The style, their identity, school's identity.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think that y'all are under a lot of pressure from the critics to put out a good product all the time? Because I know there's a lot of y'all say like y'all don't really watch them comments, but it's coming from somebody that do. I watch them, and I'm a the program that I'm with. We already like hard on ourselves, right? So to see some of the comments, are they disappointed? And it's like, okay, I gotta make sure that I'm on fucking point every time I step out because they looking for something. So are y'all like speaking to y'all team about that? Like, look, when we step out here, just make sure everything is on point because they looking for something to talk about us about.
I feel like I'm always trying to like just be better than I was the year
That's
before.
how I feel. Yep.
I feel like, all right, this year we did this. I feel like because we only got 3 football games, we got like there was so much stuff that we just didn't even get to showcase this year. That like, I'm like, okay, well next year, football gods we'll be ready. But I feel like every year I'm trying to just like outdo myself. And like nothing's wrong with criticism for me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
as an artist, you deal with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think that like it's difference between like, hey, this could be better besides that they ugly. Like, okay, we ugly, man. This is how we look. We can't fix that. So I can't even worry about that comment. But I feel like I'm always trying to like be a better team than I was. So like I want the 24-25 team to be better than the 23-24 team.
I can say this year I definitely put a lot of pressure on myself because this is my people don't realize this is my first year back in the high school setting in terms of being in the actual high school because CPAs, I went from McMain to CPA. We wasn't under no, it's not an actual school, so I never had a football season for a long time. So I was very nervous, and put a lot of pressure on myself because, like I say, I never had football season since 2016, so it's been a minute. So mentally preparing for that, and then making sure my girls are physically prepared for that was definitely a big, undertaking for me. Um, Personally. But because I look at comments just to see what the people are saying. It doesn't dictate what I'm going to do next, good or bad, honestly, because if anything, I'm harder on them. The comments be rolling. I be eating them up at practice. So, honestly, so the comments be like, oh, yeah, y'all did. The comments may be good, but as their coach, I'm like, I'm nitpicking everything because it's like sometimes practice is so perfect and they get out there and it's perfect enough to the audience, but as your coach, it's like I seen you do much better than that.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, I'm pretty sure as coaches, we're much harder on them. I know for me than the comments are, honestly, because I'm getting on them. Like I tell them when they doing good too, but it's like ain't no way we drilled this whole month a million times, and then you get out there and you mess up this little part. You get what I'm saying? Like something that was perfect, you get out there and you like no. I don't care if the comments calling y'all saying, "Oh, you rolled on this part." Like no, as your coach, this got to be better. So if anything, I'm sure we probably a little more a-hole-ish to our girls because we see what they can do. Y'all just see that one clip, but we see what they do day in and day out. And we've seen, better or worse. But yeah, for me personally, I definitely put a lot of pressure on myself. And I tell them like, do y'all want to look crazy in 4K? Because the videographer is gonna be there. And they be like,
Right.
you right, Coach Trudy. I don't want, yeah, like y'all got 4K. You're gonna see everything. You're gonna see the sweat, the lace lifting and everything. Like you don't want all that on 4K on YouTube forever. It ain't going nowhere.
I ain't
I
going
think
nowhere.
for me, I really wasn't so much worried about the critics this year. I saw stuff, but it was more of me because I'm new to not coaching in general, but like Easton in general, like coaching high school. So it was a lot of stuff. Like I had so much pressure that I put on myself when it came to like how I wanted them to look, performance wise. Like I had felt like me coming from the organization, I know what the organization stood for. So it was like a standard that I've put upon myself that I felt that I needed to meet. So the comments and stuff, like I saw it, but it was just like, whatever, you know. As far as the girls, I'm hard on them than the critics are. They, if you walk in the room and they dancing, all their eyes go to me. Like it's two of us, so it's me and Coach Maya. All their eyes go to me, and when they're done, it's like she'll say, y'all did X, Y, and Z. They're listening, but then they automatically go to me, and they're like, well, "What you got to say?" Like it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like I'm more harder on them than the critics. So I think that the stuff that they see online, it's like, yeah, they're getting their feelings about it sometimes, but it's like it don't hold value as to what it is that I probably say. And they understand like the stuff that I say, because I say some off the wall stuff. The stuff that I say is not to hurt them, it's to better them.
Who is forever Lisa? She said we need a MECCA award. She must not know what's getting ready to take place in a few weeks. Let her know the MECCA award's coming up. That's why I told y'all to nominate them babies. Because we do have Blue Heat as the reigning dance team of the year. I could go down the list. I remember like every award that everybody won, and we make it so fair, believe it or not. Nobody on this show, Crucial Conflict, is we not involved with the voting process. That's the main thing I love about it. People like to say like, "Oh, it was," but no, this is literally the fans, the people. The people vote these teams, and these people pick these winners. I love it. So please, that's why I was telling y'all, nominate y'all people. All it takes is a nomination. You nominate your team. The work was done for parade season. All the auxiliary groups. The MECCA Awards is a celebration of New Orleans, the city, the culture, every auxiliary, everything. This is for y'all. So that's why we always like stressing to nominate y'all kids, because a lot of people like come the day of the show and say, "Oh, my girls ain't get on the," and I'm like, "Well, we had nominations open for 2 weeks, and your school only had 2 people nominate y'all." So I just won't stress that. Like, this awards is for us. Even if your team don't win, I still want all y'all to support and watch the show, because guess what? Everybody, listen, everybody want to win. I don't care. This may not be a lot to a lot of people, but Robin really do put in a lot of work to make these award show jump. So everybody that has not nominated your school, any school, you nominate somebody. The link is in the comments to nominate your group. She dropped it in the comments. She did that one for the free because I told her not to do it no more. So shout out Robin. She worked really hard, man. Like y'all don't know like how hard she stresses her mind out doing this every year. The intro that you saw for this show, the Queens of MECCA, that is done by Robin. She do that herself. Nobody helping her do that. So that's how serious she take this stuff when it comes to this show. So I just want to put that out there. Like somebody say the parents need a show. I'm ready to tell my story.
Yeah, forever Lisa. That's Layla Mama. That's my dad.
That would be a
The
show.
best ever. The greatest parent.
So make sure when the MECCA Awards is popping off, I don't want nobody crying, because guess what? This Robin put a lot of hard work into this show. And she do this for free. We do this for free every week, giving this every week. This is free. So
like y'all saw
I
that
know that
intro.
may not mean. Yeah, if y'all didn't see that intro with y'all kids dancing and stuff, Robin is the GOAT when it comes to that. So like, that's free. She ain't charging nobody. She do that. She need to be getting paid. I tell her that all the time.
I want to be honest about something. The critics, they upset me. I was mad. I'd be mad. Man, matter of fact, my children handle it better than me, and I'm glad they do, because they got to get used to it when they get to college, because it gets worse then. So I'm glad that they're a little mature in that area, but I'm upset you talking about my children.
But if you're talking about that one page, you got to block them. I had to tell Coach B to block them.
Yeah,
We
because
got one page that is very nasty. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But whatever they
One.
stuff they be asking.
Yes.
No. This one, it just came. It's new. It just came out within the past few months, and they don't ask nothing productive.
It's not
Like,
anything that's ever kind. Like, for instance,
yes.
I'll say they listed schools, including corn, dance team, and it was like, which team was the dirtiest? So in my mind, before I flip a lid, because it's not that often that I say anything, really, I just say to myself. But I try my hardest to ignore what's on social media, and I tell them that all the time. Social media do not define who we are, what we do, and where we're going. It does not. But when you ask a question such as who was the dirtiest dance team, and you have schools on there that I know for a fact not dirty physically, so now I'm thinking, do dirty mean a new thing? You know how they try to take a word and create it into something new. So I was really lost. And when I asked that person behind that page, it was, oh, I got it from this page. So when that person commented and said, what type of question is it? I'm like, well, they said they got this from your page. And so Coach Tootie was just like, look, that's a negative page. You're going to have to block them.
I'm gonna say this to y'all too. Like, I'm here to say, like, y'all do a fucking phenomenal job, but y'all don't have to give access to everything. All those pages, some of them, bro, y'all gotta say, listen. Some of them y'all gotta say, like, I gotta. You doing that on purpose. Some of them y'all gotta just block and keep it moving, dog. And I'm giving y'all that advice. Dog, this dude doing it on purpose because he laughing. Daddy! Daddy! If that's not birth control in the highest form, nothing else will help you.
Yeah, but that one, every single post was negative. Like, they tried to sprinkle in one positive, but it was like, who has the dirtiest? What made red team have the dirtiest tassels? What are you talking about? Like, it was always, the question was always negative, like back to back to back. So when I saw that, when I saw she was asking about it, I sent a DM like, you not tripping. Like, what you seeing is what you seeing. Like, I ain't want you to spin your wheels, like, because you trying to get the benefit of the doubt. You was like, I'm crying. I'm like, no, they meant what they meant. Like, no.
Yeah, I really was confused by that. I really was like, and I really can't remember the other schools that they had. And even if I thought it meant we was filthy dirty, right? Those other schools still did not fit into the category. That's why I was really confused. I'm like, we're never dirty. Like, even though my uniforms arrived after Mardi Gras, or whatever, and I ordered my stuff way ahead of time, but it was just some stuff going on, some issues with the manufacturer or whatever. Even the stuff that we put on, I didn't feel like we was dirty. So I was really confused by that. I was really baffled.
Go make him some cereal.
Like, Coach, like, Jamani always got to talk me off the ledge. Like, I'm insulted. Like, now that y'all told me that, like, now I don't understand why we so busy communicate with any of them now.
Yeah, y'all can't give all them dance pages because I ain't gonna lie, some of that shit be weird to me. I guess it's just the man in me. Some of that shit be like, how they know these girls' name? Like, they be knowing these high school, they know too much information. So some of that shit, like y'all can't even give them no type of play. I'm blocking that shit. If I can't beat you up, I'm already mad. So I'm probably gonna block that shit. For real, for real. People be on the internet saying shit for shock value. These are still children at the end of the day. Dirtiest dance team. I probably would have commented and said, yo, moan. I'd have set the whole page up, yo, moan.
I just asked, like, what do you mean dirty? I was really curious. I really was. And when they gave me that, oh, I got it from somebody else's page, and that person was like, and like I said, I didn't go. I just posted it because maybe somebody out in the dance world or out there on social media, period, could have explained to me what this new term of dirty meant. Then I probably would have understood. But when Coach Tootie said, no, you're not tripping, it is what you think it is, that page is always negative, then I knew what I needed to do from that moment.
Dirty mean dirty to me because I'd have been on that yo moan. So you know what?
And
To
then I
calm
would,
myself down, block. Let me block this.
and like
I
I
swear to
told her,
God, my
they
block list so long on my page. Like if you listen, if I post a picture and you don't give me the comment I'm looking for, bitch, you blocked. I don't need that negativity in my life. I deal with it. I got 4 sons. You're
And I think the
blocked.
thing that confused me too, they had just said something really nice about the girls like the week before. So that's why I think I didn't think like that. Like, okay, maybe this is something new. She was like, no, that's what they do. They'll say something nice. And then and it was the crazy. I didn't even say who it was or where the page come from, where the question come from, off of who page. She knew exactly who it was and told me what to do.
Follow high school swag. They ain't with all that bullshit.
I follow them.
That's the page. We rocking with high school swag. I don't know about all the rest of them weird ass niggas creating them dance pages. I don't know. Because I know what it be, but I can't say that on here. I ain't trying to get canceled. I ain't really trying to get canceled this year. I'm barely in the year. I ain't get my taxes yet. So I ain't trying to get canceled yet.
But I do want not all of them, but some to realize that, man, some of these girls didn't know how to point their toe.
Toes, yes.
Like some of the girls still working on facials. Some of the girls have body image issues.
Yes, they do.
Like y'all don't know, we have to work with the mental and emotional part of the child too. Like, come on, just give us a little leeway with that, man. Just a little bit. That's all. I'm just worried about that part.
I just think some people don't understand that we are not just coaches. We are therapists. We are mothers. We are doctors in some cases.
They're beautician, because if they have a malfunction with their hair, you got to be quick on your toes to fix it.
Seamstress, makeup artists.
I ain't gonna lie. I done saw like something happen with like a uniform malfunction, and the coach ran up, like, dude, like she fixed that bitch so fast, and I was like, this the shit that people really don't see, like especially people like me, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them naive people. Like this shit don't take a lot to do, and then I'm saying motherfuckers fix the uniform on the fly. I'm like, god damn, what?
That's Florida Lee all day, especially how the Tootie bag.
My parents had the Tootie bag this year. They didn't let me carry a bag. But yeah, that bag got everything. Something always go wrong. That's the crazy part.
You see that sponsor with that big ass hiking bag on? You know what it is.
I am blessed to say I have 2 dance managers. They are kids and they do it all, baby. They got one to fix hair, one to manage the girls. They own it. So y'all need some dance managers that help. That's gonna carry that bag.
And all the active band parents, like dance parents, if you're an active parent and want to be on the parent show, when I say active, that means, you know what? I'm gonna talk to y'all coaches because y'all gonna get in my inbox and say, "Oh, I'm one of them parents," and then I'm gonna talk to y'all sponsor and they're gonna say, "I have never seen that lady in my life." Not you. I'm talking about the parent that the coach can't get rid of even if she tried. That's the parents I'm looking for to do this show. Not y'all seasonal parents that show up when y'all feel like it. I'm about to go get my house in order, y'all. We about to get off here. He getting on my nerves. Real talk. He just want my attention, and that's my youngest. He fool. So I gotta go give him some love. I'm coming. I'm coming, man.
Putting this on.
Listen, all y'all welcome to come on anytime. So now when y'all see me in these streets, don't be acting all funny. Holla at your boy. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for coming on, rocking out with us, and giving us y'all time to really like put it out there for the world. And let me go get this nigga some cereal before I throw every box of cereal in here with. What?
Thank you for inviting us, B. Thank y'all. I love being on there with you all. Thank you, everybody who's watching. This was good.
Yeah, y'all had over 100 and some people watching the whole night. 100 and some people watched y'all tonight. So listen, don't be acting funny when y'all see a real nigga in these streets. Y'all two know it. And Coach T, y'all know what it is. But y'all 3 at the bottom, We family now. We locked in now. Y'all done came on this show, so make sure we keep it that way.
For sure.
Gotcha.
But let's run our make sure say Robin put that MECCA Awards flyer up there again so these people can see because these things closing tonight. I think she probably gonna close it at midnight. I don't know, y'all. Can we post the what you call them for the MECCA Award nomination list? Because I'm giving y'all this the last one, y'all. Robin gonna close this tonight. So can y'all please nominate these babies? Because and if y'all have any videos that y'all want to send that y'all want to be used in the MECCA Awards, please feel free to send those because that's a big help for Robin. Any videos that y'all want to send to her that can be used for the award show, please do that. We would appreciate it. Y'all best videos though. All right, y'all. We out here. Fuck, we out here.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night.